Lovers, your local lingerie and adult store has gifts of pleasure for partners who know it's nice to be naughty. Turn up the heat this holiday when you shop at any Lovers store. Let our knowledgeable team help you select the best pleasure presents and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love 20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until December 31st. Some exclusions apply.
Hey, cat-loving couples dreaming of a proposal that includes your furry feline? Head on over to FelixPerfectProposal.com for a shot at winning over $4,000 for your dream ring and a special treat for your feline accomplice. Your engagement, your way. Let's make it happen together. Visit Felix, PURRFECT, Proposal.com to enter today. This contest is not being run in connection with the solicitation of or the marketing of an insurance product.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com.
.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. All right, we got to tell you about Victoria Pham. And you might be like, who's Victoria Pham? Well, luckily for Victoria, she's a very experienced hiker who's had bear behavior training, which is, I didn't even know you could take that. Probably not a bad idea since I do, take my walking poles out there and I go really hike the top of the scary areas.
I don't think you should ever take bear behavior training, personally. I think you should just stay as far away from bears as possible.
Yeah.
That should be your training, BJ.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to do, but here she is. She was hiking near Los Angeles, which, I've seen, and I've hiked around that area and didn't think there would be an issue. And here comes a big black bear approaching her on a very narrow trail, so she's like, okay. And while she stood facing the bear as it came toward her, a concerned hiker farther away asked, "What are you doing?" And Victoria replied, "Oh, he's just going to walk by." And how about the bear did just that? And you got to check out this video on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com.
What are you doing?
He's just going to walk by. He's totally...
Walk by?
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah.
Wow, dude. I'm looking at this bear. No. But there it goes. Whoa.
I'd be like, lady, shut the hell up. The woman, what are you doing? Like, clearly I'm chilling the F out as this bear walks by.
Wow. And then he starts to gallop. Like
Yeah.
he starts booking it.
Well, he's got things to do, man. It's Los Angeles. His agent probably called.
Yeah, you're right. He's like, I heard they're going to reboot that BJ and the Bear show, and I got to get down there for the audition.
All shows. That's the one. See, we keep getting all these conflicting things on how to handle bears. I mean, I thought we were supposed to, yell at the bears.
No! You f*** off! Ah!
And now we got a woman that's just chilling with the bear.
Yeah, he wasn't trained. He just basically he decided that was going to be his approach. But apparently, she's had the survival training. She's been trained exactly how to interact with bears.
See, I took squirrel survival training, but didn't pass, so I haven't been able to do bear survival.
You have to be careful.
Yeah.
Don't go on the trails.
Yeah. I was eating their nuts, so it didn't go well.
Oh, yeah, that time. Well, listen, that maybe is a different conversation. There's no, if she told me just chill, there's no way I could chill. I got to give credit to the other person on the trail because I would have been screaming and running.
What an adrenaline rush, though, after that bear passes and when you realize the coast is clear. Unless, she's just chill as all hell and, was like, oh, yep, another day out there in the woods. Another bear just walked by. Not a big deal. But I think my heart would be going through my chest.
Just a bit.
Yeah, right?
Even if the bear's not going to attack, just seeing one would, just make me go into, panic mode.
And then I would track down that woman and yell at her. Whenever you're, trying to be focused and somebody won't stop talking to you, you're like, dude, I'm trying to focus. Can you please leave me alone? I'm just... stop talking to me. It's clear that I'm not in the mode to talk. And then you got this one, what are you doing? You realize there's a bear right there?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I would think you were high. I mean, honestly, you couldn't listen without taking bear training. If you're just standing there, Steve, yeah, I'm going to yell at you. Go, dude, I don't know what's happening here, but I don't think you're aware of your surroundings.
Well, clearly it's a giant ass bear. I could see the bear. You don't need to tell me there's a bear.
But then you're just standing there.
This is not your problem, BJ. Let me hang out with my bear.
Yeah.
That's a good point. They always say, I don't have to be the fastest person. I just have to be faster than you. And if you're going to sit there and hang with the bear, I feel like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I'm right. All right. Okay, buddy.
If you're in zen with this bear, go ahead and be zen with that bear. I'm not going to ask you questions.
I'm very much intrigued by, like, is it a certain type of bear that you know, or how could she tell he was chilling?
Well, one texter did say, black bears are pretty mellow. They'll typically run from us. Brown bears, different story.
Oh, was that a black bear? Ah.
See, that sucks for me because sometimes I have a hard time telling if something's green or blue. Like, I don't know. Like, my eyes.
Is he a dark brown? See, that's the thing. Like, is it really a black bear or is it a dark brown bear?
Did he just ferment his hair? I mean, we don't know.
Is it a chestnut bear? There's many different shades, and I want to make sure I get the right shade, or otherwise I'm going to get my ass kicked by a bear.
According to her on her Instagram, she says that this is a black bear.
But I'm looking at the video. It looks brown to me.
It looks brown to me, too.
Yeah, it looks a little bleached from the sun, for sure.
It's a little bleached from the sun.
Yeah, like a lot of animals get their hair, like,
Did you just
gets
get back
lighter.
from the salon? Is that what happened?
Suntan, the sun stuff that you use for hair to lighten it up.
I tried that when I was younger.
So did I.
Yeah, my hair went like weird amber.
Oh, mine never. It didn't even work. My hair's too black.
I sprayed the living hell out of mine.
So
like
those brown bears.
You can tell from the front, though, it's black.
So those brown bears, I look at Vicky like an expert. Well, you can tell
I'm
from
looking
the
at
front.
this bear. This bear looks brown to me. I would not be chill around.
Whatever, Vicky the expert. Did you take bear training courses? Well, you can tell by
You
the
can tell
markings.
different colors. Guys have less color visuals than girls, so don't be jealous.
All right,
I'm very jealous, actually.
Yeah, I will give you that because you will know what kind of bear you're dealing with,
Great.
and I'm just going to be like ready to fight with any bear. So, and you'd be like, PJ, that's a polar bear. What are you doing? I don't know. I can't tell color.
Vicky, if you ever see me FaceTiming you, please answer it because the only reason why I'd be FaceTiming you is to be like, I don't know if this is a black or a brown bear, Vicky. Can you please tell me because I'm freaking the F out.
What color bear is this, Vicky?
Just lay down and, pretend to die and soil yourself. That's all I'll tell you.
If you're a brown bear and you're like, these friggin' humans are onto me, do you start getting a dye job? Is that what you do? Just so that
to
people...
dupe them so you can attack them?
That's what, see that? What about those? How do you know that ain't going to happen?
There's different sizes, too, though. Like, I'm looking at a picture. They have different claws. One has a hump on its back. Like the brown. If you see a hump, that's when you run.
So it's a camel bear. Gotcha.
Yeah, the camelback bear.
Look at Vicky. Now she's over.
Yeah, I am doing my research, mister. So when you die in the woods, you would have wished you listened to me.
Those
so
bears
one
look the
picture
same,
on the
except
internet.
That has a description.
Okay, what? All right, Vicky. I want to see you on the trail with a bear, and you're like, well, actually.
First of all, when do I hike?
One texter, though, says there's no brown bears in California.
Oh,
there you go too, Miss Know-It-all over here.
Well, what about
the hiker? The texter tells us.
Well, the last texter. Now, another texter says the last texter was incorrect. Brown bears are much more aggressive than black bears are much more aggressive than brown bears.
Wait, what? No, don't say the conflicting information.
I'm not going to remember any of this. I got to keep like a notes app on bears, so that way I know which bear I should be assessing.
Well, here it goes. Black bears are the only wild bears in California. However, they do come in many different colors, from solid black to shades of brown and tan.
We're screwed.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
We all know cats are intelligent. Felix Cat Insurance was able to secretly record 2 cats on a hidden microphone. Let's listen in.
Did you hear the one about the 3 dogs at the park?
That's old, like 4 lives ago. But did you hear about the new pet insurance just for cats from FelixCatInsurance.com?
Of course. What do I look like, a dog?
When you're coughing up a fur ball. Yes. Listen, Felix Cat Insurance plans start at under $1 per day. And are as unique as you and me. They call it whisker to tail protection.
Even fur balls?
Even that. Remember the last time you had a fur ball? I made a TikTok. It went viral.
Oh, that's good. Wait, you're on social media?
There you have it. Felix Cat Insurance. Customizable coverage exclusively for felines. Sorry, no dogs allowed. FelixCatInsurance.com. Get it? Meow. Insurance is underwritten by Independence American Insurance Company and produced by Independence Pet Group. Pre-existing conditions are not covered. For all terms and limitations, visit FelixCatInsurance.com/terms.
This holiday season, make your journey memorable with Travel Centers of America, where our motto is simple: return every traveler to the road better than they came. Avoid any hassle and stop at our one-stop shop for all your holiday travel needs. Fuel up, indulge in delicious snacks, and dine at one of our full-service restaurants. Hit the road with peace of mind knowing we've got you covered. For more info, go to ta-petro.com. Travel Centers of America, your road to happy travels.
Nerds! This podcast is sponsored by NerdWallet's Smart Money Podcast. NerdWallet's trusted experts will help you understand the ins and outs of personal finance so you can make your money work for you. Like, should you buy or rent your home? And how can you afford a dream trip and still save for later? NerdWallet's in-house experts will cut through the clutter of financial misinformation to help you gain objective and actionable financial knowledge. Set yourself up for success in 2024. Follow NerdWallet's Smart Money Podcast anywhere you get your podcasts.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. This is so wild that there's research that was done on what the list of the top dream jobs are worldwide.
Okay.
The reason I say it's wild is that CNBC just put out an article that basically said this year 96% of people are going to be looking for new jobs, which means only 4% of the people are happy with their jobs.
That seems kind of excessive.
I do, but I mean, CNBC is not exactly like, Chumpy McGee's news site. I mean, there's
actually, that was the original name. That's what the C stands for, Chumpy.
Oh, Chumpy. All right. Yeah.
And it was M for McGee, then they changed it to N. Yeah.
Distance. Now,
Strange.
I mean, granted, I think it was based only like a survey of 900-something people. But still, out of those 900-something people, like 96% of them are looking for new jobs.
Oh, they surveyed employees at CNBC, and 96% of the employees at CNBC.
God, yeah.
I mean, everybody. I mean, I couldn't. 96 seems a little excessive, but I could imagine there's a lot of people looking for a new job, but are going to stay with the job that they have.
That's the thing, but the thing is they want a new job. They're not happy where they are because this thing's about dream jobs. If you had your dream job, you'd be like, oh, I don't want to leave. This is perfect.
I'm still trying to get that gig as Aquaman, but
yeah, I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, Momoa.
You mean the actor? I thought you really wanted to be Aquaman.
Well, I had a pivot. That's the right term, right, to use these days.
Yeah, that's what the kids say.
Yeah, I had a pivot because I wanted to be Aquaman and realized that's not a thing. So then I might as well just play Aquaman.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, well, you really look like Jason Momoa. I don't know what you're waiting
for. With a wig?
Yeah, you could pull it off.
Hey, the lady at the coffee stand yesterday thought I looked like The Rock, so I'm all in.
Wow. Yeah. What? There's no way she thought you were The Rock.
She goes, no, she didn't think I was The Rock. What she thought I was The Rock's son. She's like, not like really, though. She's like, you look like you'd be The Rock's son. I'm like, you're really helping your tip. Like, and I'm not lying. Like, you're helping your tip.
See, that's exactly what she was doing.
Oh, yeah. Then she's like, she goes, you look familiar. You look like The Rock. And I thought she was going to say KSW The Rock. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. And then she's like, no, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I'm like, oh, that's hilarious. I'm like, I've heard Vin Diesel before. She's like, yes, you look like The Rock and Vin Diesel's kid. And I was like, well, there's a lot of questions.
That's really an interesting relationship there.
I was like, that's impressive on many levels.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you could pull that off.
Well, if anyone could, it's The Rock and Vin Diesel.
Yeah, if they could clone themselves to a kid that looked like you.
Yeah, I was pretty fired up. I got home, I'm like, babe, the lady at the coffee stand thought I looked like The Rock, and she just starts laughing and goes, you don't look anything like The Rock. I'm like, oh. And she's like, I mean, you're bald like him, but and then she pulls up a picture, like, you think you look like this? I'm like, no.
Hey, leave it to your significant other to bring you back down to earth.
Back to earth.
Yeah.
Steve, I want you to put two pictures next to Tatum.
Yes.
And I want you to have her pick which one you look more like.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that. I did try that. I was like, Tatum, who does this look like? Does it look like Daddy? And she goes, no.
Dang.
Well, I think that's the final verdict.
Yeah.
Because you know what? She's got no reason to lie.
Well, she heard Mom,
Oh, you think she's trying to get on Mom? Oh, she's like, okay.
Yeah, she knows where the bread is buttered.
Okay, fair
Mom's
enough.
around more. She needs to be on Mom's side.
Okay.
The little brother, whenever he sees Baby Yoda on screen, he's like, Beaky! Like, for some reason,
You think
I'm
she
Baby
look
Yoda.
like Baby Yoda?
I don't know if it's the height or the fact that we have the same mustache. I don't know. Like, the little hairs.
There we go.
I don't know, but
I
he's
know.
always like, Beaky!
That's weird. I mean,
Have you seen Baby Yoda's got those little hairs on
I
his
know.
upper lip?
Well, look at his ears and green skin. I didn't know he had a mustache.
Yeah, that's why I thought you looked like green skin. But this has nothing to do with dream jobs, any of this.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. So here are the dream jobs, according to this research that was done. And what's really wild is we know two people that went to this profession from our business.
Exotic dancer.
Okay. You must know two different people. We know our buddy Randy and also Cece, who
Pilots,
the number one dream job.
Oh wow! I don't know if that's. I mean, I guess
so many people I know are pilots. Like I didn't realize we're pilots, and they go, "Oh, by the way, I got my," usually Cessna style. But Randy and Cece, I mean, Randy flies the big planes that we all fly in.
And she's training to become one.
Yeah,
right?
She wants to do the same
thing.
It's
funny. I have a lot of buddies I play hockey with. Maybe it's because of the hours, so that makes sense that they're playing in the afternoons. And I don't know what, but like there are times where there's like 3 or 4 pilots in the locker room just talking and BSing, and I'm just like, that's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah,
man.
One of them turned out to be our pilot for our honeymoon, which was hilarious. Like, it wasn't even planned that way.
Oh, man. I don't think I've ever gotten to see. And there's another guy, too. Dave. His name is Dave, and he wrote the A-Hole song for me way back in the day. And he used to work with Bob Rivers. And he's a pilot, too.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So many people, like radio people I know, have. And I think, gosh, and Nick, who used to work he's not a pilot, but he's an air traffic control guy.
Yep.
Like, so many people are in this industry. And I know why. I mean, my therapist told me that radio is just as stressful as air traffic control or piloting, so it makes sense.
Oh, absolutely. We have the lives of many people's their lives in our hands.
That's what we do. Yeah. We do. Got it right there. Watch out.
Well, dude, we could put someone to sleep with our boring conversations, and then they hit a car.
Yeah.
That's a lot of pressure.
That's why we can't be boring. That's the whole reason why Steve Gong's boring people.
We're boring. We just say it loudly so it doesn't seem like we're boring.
That's all we're saying.
Yeah. It's high energy mediocrity.
Pilot's the number one dream job, and it is not mine. Like, I would never even think of that as a dream job.
No. It's definitely not. I would love to be a pilot for like a day. But that's
a day? Yeah. I said, okay.
Well, because I don't know if I want to do it all the time. But it'd be fun to land a plane.
Oh, really? All right.
I could do it.
I think I wouldn't want to try.
Would you let me land the plane if you were in it?
No way. Why would you, especially if you're only going to give a day to this profession?
But these days you hit a button, it does it for you.
No,
right?
You have to have some skill, believe me, because not all landings are the same, and I fly a lot, so there's no just button which gets you to land the same way all the time.
I played barnstorming as a kid. That was great at that game.
Barnstorming, I feel like, yeah.
I want this to happen so bad. I'm just imagining, 6 hours in the flight, Steve finally clicks the button over the intercom. BJ's in the back ear. This is your pilot speaking, Steve Migs. And BJ just starts freaking out.
I'm one of those people that opens the door. I'm getting out.
Oh, no, I would wait till we land, and then I'd be like, congratulations, everybody. We landed safely, and BJ, it's me, it's Steve.
Oh, no
sucker.
Way. No way. I'd know you were up there. You would want me to suffer the whole flight.
I would probably be like sending you messages.
Yeah, you would be like, hey.
I'd send all the flight attendants to you.
Oh, wow. Number 2 on this list is something I don't want to be either. I hate this, as a matter of fact, which is so funny because I'm in this business
that's crushing people's dream jobs.
I know. People want to be writers.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to do that either.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like to write. I hate the writing. Yeah. Wow, that's a dream job. And most writers, well, I shouldn't say. Anecdotally, the writers I know usually have a drinking problem. I mean,
writers and lawyers.
Vicky, we've known some writers that go to the bar and they get after it. We've known some.
Creative spark.
Yeah, or it's just you've got issues and maybe you shouldn't be writing about them. You should just be in rehab.
You never thought about wanting to write a book?
People have told me I should write a book, and I don't want to. I never want to.
I've had people say that to me. I'm like, dude, I don't read books. Do you think I want to write a book?
Although with technology nowadays, so the other day,
yeah, Vicky's right with the chat guy.
Oh, that AI thing. I could write a book.
Yeah,
just using that.
Or you could even just do voice to text and just put ideas down that way, and then put them in the TI.
I know of people who've written books on their Notes app on their iPhone.
Yeah, that is pretty wild.
Yeah, I mean, eventually, obviously, they had to take it out of there, and they had somebody edit it to make sure it's all good. But still, that's insane to think you wrote an entire book on your Notes app.
I could do that. I could dictate.
I used to remember, what our order is at the sushi and teriyaki place. That's crazy that someone's writing a book on there.
Oh yeah, that's pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah.
All right, number 3 on the list. Sarah, you may want to block your ears. Yeah, block your ears, and this is only because this is what she wanted to be, a dancer.
See, I told you.
Number 3 dream job.
Okay, not exotic, but just dancer.
Yeah, just dancer, Steve. My God, no, not exotic dance. Nothing wrong with exotic dancing, but there are just dancers that not are.
If I had my choice, I think I'd rather be an exotic dancer than a ballerina or something like that.
Well, what about the Rockettes and stuff? And it's not just ballerina dancing. There's all sorts of dancing.
I feel like you're getting paid more with the same amount of energy and effort.
And I get to listen to music I'd be more into.
Yep.
No, this is what I wanted to be a backup dancer for Beyonce or something. Yes.
That actually be kind of fun because you get to tour. Like, I remember we went and saw Britney Spears at one of those Vegas residency things, and I was just like, man, these dancers have, like, how much fun that must be. Like, they just get to perform every day. They don't have to deal with granted, they don't get the money that Britney gets, but they probably get paid decently, and they get to just enjoy being in Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that would have been Sarah. Sarah would have loved a Vegas residency.
So who would it be? Would it be Beyonce would be your number one? Like, if you could pick any pop artist to go on tour.
Well, back in the day, it definitely would have been Britney Spears.
Yep.
Right now, maybe does J-Lo still tour? Because I thought about that too. Because she
probably does a Vegas thing or something.
That would be amazing. But Beyonce would be so fun too. Oh man, there's so many that I wanted to.
Beyonce just went to Dubai, didn't she? You could have gone to Dubai and performed with her.
I could have.
I think she did some sort of like semi-private or anything or whatever. Some people are giving her a hard time, but I bet she got paid.
Well, now I'm way too old. Let's get real.
No, you never know. No. Let me be the example. Someone will say you're too old to be a wrestler. And look, I got to be on AEW.
That's true.
Okay,
you're not
this
too
is my
old.
new goal then.
Now is the time. Make your dreams come true.
Sarah.
I'm going to get so many injuries, and BJ's going to blame you, Steve.
Yeah, that's the problem, Steve. Sarah
injuries
is brittle.
Injuries are meant to be healed.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm not doing it. Now let J-Rubs be in charge of that. I've already picked up a fallen child so many times off of a stage.
You have.
Well, J-Rubs probably would support you in this endeavor.
Not me.
I don't think he would, actually.
All right, the number 4 thing people want to be, which is a little, I guess, it's like the sign of the times. People, their dream job is to be a YouTuber.
Dude.
I mean, people are making cake.
I think about this now a lot. Like, I think I want to, start a children's show.
Oh. What? That's going to require work, though. You got to do work, though. It's not like these YouTubers are doing nothing.
No, I know. And they put out content almost every day, if not every day. But I'm watching, unfortunately, I am stuck watching some of these, awful YouTube shows that have millions, if not billions of views of some guy just moving around Paw Patrol toys. You see his hand. There's really no effort, BJ. And his voiceover work is average at best. Like, this doesn't sound like Chase or Marshall. And I got to imagine this guy's making a killing.
It's amazing that that works.
Right.
I'm with you. I would never think of doing that because I would think people are going to think this is horrible. And like you said, skillions of views.
And I don't even have to I was like, I don't want to make my child have to work. That's a weird thing. Like some of these videos, you're just like, oh man, you're making your kid do these shows. Like this isn't even like a kid doing it. It's just this human hands going, hey Marshall, hey Chase, how are you? And boo boo boo. And it's like, this is millions of views.
And your kid is loving it.
Paw Patrol Toys YouTube Daddy. Paw Patrol YouTube Toys Daddy. Oh, okay, wow. Yes. I might as well do it and have it be me. Then the narcissist in me at least gets to watch myself play with the toys.
I wonder, you should make a video and see if she notices the difference. At least one time. And go, okay, you want to watch it? I found a new channel.
There are a couple where she's like, I don't like this one, Daddy. And if that happens, that might crush me. I don't know if my ego can handle that.
Oh, yeah.
My little brother loves doing the stories or basically what TikTok is, and he'll scroll the videos he likes. So I was like, let me trick him and put my TikTok on there and see, he'll see himself, he'll see me. Mm-hmm. He scrolled past every single one, didn't even give him a chance. So it is soul crushing, dude. So just beware.
Wow.
But what if that's the thing? Like, hey, where did Steve go? He hasn't been coming to work anymore. Oh, he's making millions playing with Paw Patrol toys.
Dude, I mean, the guy that I know that does the board game videos just raised, they passed the $350,000 mark for his Kickstarter just to teach people how to play board games on a video channel.
Part of me wants to now watch, that sounds like a terrible thing, watch some of the ones that don't get a lot of views just to see what they're doing wrong. Because I got to imagine for all the superstar, like Mr. Fizzies and all the whatever these damn shows are, there's got to be Chucky Bob's Paw Patrol show, and it's got 10 views, and it's awful.
Oh yeah, they're out there. I see them in the board game community where everybody thinks they can be like this guy I just mentioned.
Right.
And you're right, Steve. You're just like, dude, what are you doing? And they got 10 views, and you know why they do.
But then you think, okay, well, no, you got to be one of the first. But then you look at that damn Ryan's World kid.
Yeah.
And the reason why he started doing it is because he saw people doing these, and he wanted to do them too. So he wasn't the first. And now he's the biggest star on YouTube.
Oh, business will tell you. All the business books go, you don't have to be the first to be the best, baby.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't too proud to rip off everyone's ideas.
That's why number 5 makes a lot of sense, Steve. If you're a YouTuber, you're also an entrepreneur, your favorite hobby.
Oh, I think I was just unemployed.
Yeah, same thing, really. Yeah. So congratulations. You know what? Actually, DJ's on the list at number 11, but I don't know
what kind of DJ are we talking?
I don't know if it's us. It probably is a club DJ.
What about an influencer? That's the new thing, too.
That's number 7 on the list. Which, by the way, I mean, They are. I mean, that's what we are. It's just we never called ourselves that.
No, because we think it's. I don't think I could say that with a straight face.
I know, but that's don't go out and look at our sales material.
Okay, I don't typically make a habit of it. So
oh, dude, you're all over the screen. You don't even see yourself out there?
Where?
Oh, on our own screen of sale. You're on TV all the time at the station, and you're called an influencer. You don't even know this?
Where is this?
It's on the TV at this right. Go right out the door and take a left. It's on that TV.
There's stuff on that?
Yes, that TV's running video. I see you. Every time I'm eating, there's Steve going, and it goes, influencer Steve. And I'm like, and you don't even know they're doing this. The company is marketing you as an influencer.
Well, how about that?
You couldn't say it with a straight face, but everyone else is.
Everybody's calling you. You don't even know. You're an influencer.
I got to change my Instagram bio.
Oh, yeah. You're an influencer now, buddy.
Today's podcast is brought to you by bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, who's ready to answer your questions about bankruptcy. Travis, is it true that if you filed for bankruptcy once, you can't file again?
Even if you filed bankruptcy before, you can almost certainly file bankruptcy again. Different types of bankruptcies have different time limits between filings. In Chapter 7, full bankruptcy, you can only file Chapter 7 once every 8 years. However, you can almost always file a Chapter 13 case. Chapter 13 cases can be filed immediately following a Chapter 7. They can be filed immediately following a prior Chapter 13 case. Chapter 13 is a reorganization plan, so there will be some type of monthly payment, but it's based on your budget and your ability to afford that payment. So Chapter 13 is an option in almost all cases, even with a prior bankruptcy filing.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Felix, the only pet insurance plan just for cats, with plans starting at under $1 per day and as unique as your cat. You'll love them, and you can't imagine living without them. And as each and every one of your fur babies rubs against your leg, go ahead and tell them the exciting news. Felix Cat Insurance offers whisker-to-tail protection, the kind of protection that you both, or should we say all, deserve. Whether you've got an indoor cat, an outdoor cat, or they're a little of both, Felix Cat Insurance has you covered. Our curated cat insurance plans were designed to meet the special needs of your feline family members. Accidents, illnesses, cancer, diabetes, emergency care, alternative therapies, hereditary conditions, exam fees, and much more. Customizable coverage exclusively for felines. Sorry, no dogs allowed. FelixCatInsurance.com. Get it? Meow. Insurance is underwritten by Independence American Insurance Company and produced by Independence Pet Group. Pre-existing conditions are not covered. For all terms and limitations, visit FelixCatInsurance.com/terms.
This holiday season, make your journey memorable with Travel Centers of America. Visit our one-stop shop for all your holiday travel needs. Fuel up, get snacks, and dine at one of our full-service restaurants. Hit the road with peace of mind knowing we've got you covered. Travel Centers of America.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds, owner and user of Mint Mobile, with a special holiday message. If you sign up now for 3 months, you get 3 months free on every one of our plans, even unlimited. Now, I realize this is more of a holiday offer than it is a holiday message. But if you read between the lines, you can see a message in there. It says we love you. Visit mintmobile.com/switch for the offer.
Limited time new customer offer. Activate within 45 days. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. Unlimited customers using more than 40 gigabytes per month will experience lower speeds. Video streams at 480p. See mintmobile.com for details.
If the last few years have taught us anything, it's that human connection means the world. By connecting with one another, we know we're not alone. By connecting, we feel what others feel. We breathe better, laugh easier, and feel healthier. At Regents, connection is at the heart of everything we do. It inspires our commitment to our communities and to you. Here, health isn't just a you thing, it's a we thing. Regents Blue Shield. Together we health.
I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove, fixed fire. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Have you been in an accident that wasn't your fault? Feeling overwhelmed and unsure what to do next? Look no further. The personal injury attorneys at Phillips Law Firm are here to help. Phillips Law Firm understands that accidents can turn your life upside down. That's why they're dedicated to fighting for the compensation you deserve and to making the process as stress-free as possible. Don't wait any longer. Call now, 1-800-JUSTICE, or visit justiceforyou.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
Let's play Beat Migs.
It's time to play the game. So everybody scream his name. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa, Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat me?
Let's go.
I know Jonathan from SeaTac is. Jonathan, are you there?
Good morning. Hi.
Good morning. All right, Steve, now get out.
Goodbye.
For those playing at home, Jonathan has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's go.
What It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia actor does the voice of the title character in The Lorax?
Danny DeVito.
Yes. Pink Floyd has the hit song titled Comfortably What?
Pass.
What?
Did you say pass?
Oh, pass?
Yeah.
What automobile company makes the Durango and the Charger?
Dodge.
Yes. The flag of Colombia is red, blue, and what other color?
Yellow.
Yes. In the 12 Days of Christmas, what did my true love send to me on the 3rd day?
Turtle doves.
No.
Sweet. French hens.
No.
Pass.
Before becoming an actor, Steve Buscemi had what career?
Fireman.
Yes. How many teaspoons are in 2 cups?
Can you say that again?
How many teaspoons are in 2 cups?
16, 8, 12.
No. What sports lingo uses the term scrum?
Rugby.
Yes. Which beverage was promoted during the 90s by 3 frogs croaking out its name?
Budweiser.
Yes.
Wait, quick question. What can you repeat the question about the 12 Days of Christmas? Because I want to hear his answer.
Yes, in the 12 Days of Christmas, what did my true love send to me on the 3rd day?
What did you say?
Turtle doves.
No, that wasn't it. Okay.
No. He did say something different after that.
Yeah, what did you say? What was your
second guess?
French hens.
Is that right?
French hens? Yes.
Okay, yes.
What did you have, Sarah?
I thought 3 French horns.
No, hens.
Hens?
Yeah, it's hens.
Okay, you got that correct. Sorry.
Right,
Thank
there
you.
we go.
Thank you. I was having trouble hearing him. All right, you got 7 correct. That show really gets really good.
Good job, Danny. I was looking that up too, thinking like, I thought I knew the lyrics to that song my whole life.
Sorry, I had the wrong.
You're all right, kid.
Am I though?
No.
All right, Steve, are you ready?
I'm curious.
Ah, yes.
What It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia actor does the voice of the title character in The Lorax?
I'm going to go with Charlie Day.
No.
Damn it. That's the only guy I could think of. Danny DeVito.
Yes.
All right.
Pink Floyd has the hit song titled Comfortably What?
Numb.
Yes.
Yeah.
What automobile company makes the Durango and the Charger?
Dodge.
Yes. The flag of Colombia is red, blue, and what other color?
White.
No.
Yellow.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the 12 Days of Christmas, what did my true love send to me on the 3rd day?
Turtle doves.
No.
5. No. 3 merry marilers.
No.
Singing birds.
No.
Pass.
Before becoming an actor, Steve Buscemi had what career?
He was a firefighter.
Yes. How many teaspoons are in 2 cups?
I'm going to go 32.
No.
64.
No.
89.
No. What sports lingo uses the term scrum?
That would be rugby.
Yes. Which beverage was promoted during the 90s by 3 frogs croaking out its name?
Bud. Wise.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 correct, which is a tie.
Oh, maybe if you went a little faster on the Budweiser, you might have got the
But you can't. You have to do it that way.
Oh, is that the rule? I didn't know. Oh,
Jonathan
okay.
did it that way, too, and it was great.
Well, attaboy, Jonathan.
That's a tie, man.
That's a tie, so no one.
Second tie. I'm going to get you next time.
I'm going to get you next time.
Thanks for playing, buddy. Good tie, no song.
Right.
I love that.
So if I did go faster, would I have gotten another question? I don't even know if I... Or did
Yes.
Oh, damn it. Okay, what was the question?
Beginning with A, what is the medical term for hair loss?
Oh.
Alopecia?
That's it. You better know that. Keep that word in your mouth.
Why do I need to know that?
Yeah,
because that was
BJ.
the whole controversy about Will Smith.
So I need to know that in case the conversation of Will Smith comes up in my house?
Well, that's why he slapped Chris Rock.
Yes.
It was the alopecia thing. That's why I just doing a joke.
I thought you were saying I need to know because I'm bald. and I need to explain
he
myself.
said take herself out of her mouth. I said keep that word in your mouth. But because you're so worried about being bald, you thought it was a shot against you.
You understand.
It was me being clever.
I am bald shamed day in, day out.
Not by this guy.
I had your back, though. I thought he was going down that road, too. And I was like, BJ, that's so rude.
No, I had his front. I would never go down his road like that. Pardon me, what?
The 12 days of Christmas, what did my true love send to me on the third day?
If you're Sarah, it's 3 French horns.
Jonathan and Danny corrected me.
Oh, if you said French horns, I'd be like, that sounds right to me.
Right. Thank you, Steve. You could have said that. You could have got it right.
And Sarah was having a bit of trouble understanding because he had a little bit of an accent going on.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry, Jonathan.
Where's he from?
England, it sounded like.
Oh.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. And does anyone know how many teaspoons are in 2 cups? Does anyone know how many teaspoons are in 1 cup?
I don't even know.
No.
Clearly.
Clearly, no.
There's 48 in 1 cup, so.
Yeah, I wouldn't know that.
I would have asked
So
that.
48 times 2.
Yeah, there you go. Which is?
Not going to do it.
Good job, buddy.
Too early for that.
96.
Yes! Good job.
Boy, Steve-O.
Nice guy. Hey, thanks for the Always Sunny question. I think their season started,
Oh.
which is, I don't
How
know.
many seasons have they done?
I feel like a lot.
2005 is when Always Sunny first went on the air. And they went on without Danny DeVito because he was involved in something. So they said, we'll wait for you. We'll just do the show without you till you can join us.
Which is so crazy because I remember loving the first few seasons. I loved when Danny DeVito joined. I thought that was an incredible pickup. And then I just stopped watching and I never went back.
It's like The Simpsons. I think, here's what I think hurt Always Sunny was the Matt got fat season. And I think a lot of people
that
dropped
might have been
off.
the last season. Yeah.
But the last 2 Sunny seasons I've really enjoyed, and I'm so looking forward to. I've got them recorded on the DVR, so or you can watch them on Hulu, and I think FXXXXXXXX. You know, whatever how many X's you have in the F.
So there has been 15 seasons,
Wow.
but the 16th one just dropped. So 16 it started.
Are they still miserable and losers?
Yeah, but they're really
Nobody won the lottery or anything like that?
It's great how they've changed. First of all, lots more swearing. There wasn't, if you go back to those first seasons, you wouldn't have much swears at all. And now everything, F-bombs, S-bombs, all over the place. But there's still politically incorrect, miserable people, and it's fun to watch them wrestle with how society has changed since that show started.
Yeah.
Which is almost 20 years ago. And to be able to do a similar show and see the growth of the characters, or if you will, the lack of growth of the characters, really, it's really fun to watch because they have been really, how do you get to be the a-holes they are in a society that says being an a-hole doesn't work anymore? It's really interesting. And actually, I think they pulled it off very well. Because they've actually dealt with a lot of that, like the cancel culture, everything, and they've done it Sunny style. So,
Gosh, I don't remember when I stopped. I think it was the season after the Matt got fat. But that's going to be now the struggle is figuring out where I left off, and do I rewatch it from the very beginning? I don't know if I have that kind of time.
There's so many seasons. Because
I
J-Rubs
know.
and I were thinking about maybe starting it up because I've never seen it. But I like the characters. I love Charlie Day. I love Danny DeVito. So I'm curious.
Oh, yeah.
But this might take some time.
I'm a little overwhelmed by how many seasons.
Really?
Yeah.
I will say this, because you guys did the same thing with Curb Your Enthusiasm. Didn't you start at square one?
Yep.
Yeah, you got to, that I would say start from square one so you get all the in-jokes, because there's a lot of character development and weirdness that happens that you have to watch from the beginning if you really want to be involved in some of the weirdness, because you'll see characters and go, I don't know who this guy is, but they have one dude that went from being a priest and a really cool guy into being like a meth addict. But you got to watch how that's all developed for Rickety Ricks or whatever his name is. And they got a lot, and you'll see a lot of stars. You'll see some people go, oh my God, they were on Always Sunny. And
It's kind of crazy that they've kept all the main characters for all these seasons too. Nobody like bailed or anything like that.
well, and Mac and Ryan Reynolds bought the soccer team, the Rentham thing going on. So, and Mac also did a video game show for Apple TV Plus. I think it's still doing well for them. I think they got another season coming. I've only watched a couple episodes of that. I might go back to that sometime. But Always Sunny, FX or Hulu, I still enjoy it. Last 2 seasons were really good. So I think they still got it. But then what do I know? What do I know? Nothing. I'm a baldest, that's why. Yeah.
Which is crazy because,
I know. I hate myself, but I just project it onto others. Right.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove, fixed fire. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Have you or a loved one been injured in an accident? Are you struggling to recover fair compensation? Look no further. At Phillips Law Firm, the experienced personal injury attorneys will fight for your rights and get you the justice and compensation you deserve. They handle a wide range of cases, including car accidents, slip and falls, medical malpractice, and workplace injuries. Justice is a phone call away, so don't wait. Call today for a free case review. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com. Lovers, your local lingerie and adult store has gifts of pleasure for partners who know it's nice to be naughty. Turn up the heat this holiday when you shop at any Lovers store. Let our knowledgeable team help you select the best pleasure presents and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love 20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until December 31st. Some exclusions apply.
Is your relationship going sideways?
Have a family issue? Problems with your coworker?
Do you need advice? We're here to help. No problem is too dumb. No dilemma is too silly. This is Help Wanted with BJ and Migs.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. And yeah, Help Wanted. The thing is this, man, we've been getting a lot of phone calls, a lot of texts, a lot of messages over the years, and we've been trying to throw some of those on listeners on the loose, but we just don't have enough room. So we said, hey, let's do this. Let's do a whole segment called Help Wanted, where if you got a relationship problem at work, or anything else, and it doesn't matter how dumb you think it is, we are here for you. So call us and text us now, 206-803-ROCK, the number to call, the number to text. Hey, Steve, we got a
All right.
We got a caller.
Yes, I noticed.
Let's go to Jess in Tacoma. Jess, you are on The Rock.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Morning, Jess. Welcome to the show. What you got?
So, right now I'm having a little bit of an issue, like a roommate issue. My husband and I and our very bestest friend, we're getting ready to move, and we currently have a roommate who needed a place to stay. That's fine. And it started out really good. You know, we've been all living together for about 6 months or so. Well, he's been very aggressive in slamming doors, and we have a few cats, and I don't like it when he slams doors. It scares the cats. The cats get freaked out. And so this morning I was making coffee. My roommate Bessie and I were in the kitchen, and he kept slamming doors, and I said, you know, I'm really getting sick and tired of that. And he's like, well, I'm sick and tired of getting woken up. And it's like, okay, he keeps different hours all the time. We never know, you know, we all, for the most part, keep the same hours. But yeah, he's been really, really rude, and we don't know how to address it. And I basically kind of lost my cool, and I told him, I said, if you don't like it, then move out. Yeah. So I don't know if you guys have any advice on that.
I love that.
Tell him to kick rocks.
Kick rocks, B!
All right, maybe be nicer about it, but...
Yeah.
I mean, what the hell? Like, if this person's constantly making all this noise, and you're already going to be done with the person anyway.
So so it's you and your husband, and this is a third person in the situation who's living with you. Whose best friend is he? Yours or your husband's?
Okay, so my husband and I, and our best friend, she rents a separate room in our house, and then we had a spare room to rent out, and he's a friend of a mutual friend, if that makes. I mean, it's, you know.
Wait, okay, so let me. All right, we got to back up.
I got to get my calculator.
All right,
out.
all
I'm
right.
having a hard
So
time.
your husband, your husband and you have a house. Your best friend, who's a woman, rents a room out of the house. Who's the door slammer? How did he get there?
Okay, so my best friend, who unfortunately he passed away a couple of years ago. Well, oh gosh, you guys are gonna make fun of me. His ex-girlfriend asked if we had a room for rent, which we did, and so that's how this person ended up here.
Okay, so he does pay rent.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's your problem. Your problem is that when you become a hotel where you're making money off of somebody, and landlords will know this. Steve will tell you he was a super. I mean, I
still am super.
Are you?
Yeah.
I mean, once you become a business, you have to tolerate stupid customers. I mean, that's the best way to put it, Jess. That's not your home. You've turned it into a business, and that's why nobody gives a damn about your cats, because he pays money. He's like, I don't care about your cats, and frankly, your hours are messing me up, and I pay you money. I feel like that's your big problem.
Is he locked into a lease, or can you just say, hey, you need to go, this is the last month?
Well, he's actually not on the lease. We kind of were doing a month-by-month thing, so I guess there's like a whole process you have to go through,
Yes, you do.
as far as like eviction and so forth.
Yes, you do, because you're a business, Jess.
Well, I kind of lost my temper with him this morning when I was making coffee, and I said, if you don't like it, move out.
Yeah, but he's going to be like, well, he likes it enough to slam doors. He's like, probably the cheapest rent I can get, and you know what? You can yell at me, I'll just slam more doors. What are you going to do?
Is the tactful way to take all of his stuff when he's gone out, put it on the front lawn, and change the locks? That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, yeah, like Marketplace or OfferUp.
Yes.
Yeah, the trouble is,
Put a free sign for everything.
Yeah, but she is a landlord, really, so she knows what can happen if she pulls that move, because there's laws protecting folks.
I was hoping there was a more peaceful way to go about it,
Well, yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, you need a mediator, because you guys aren't talking to each other very well. But Jess, you guys turn your house into a business. Plus, you have really bad boundaries. A friend of a friend, but you're trying to make money. That's the thing. You were trying to make money. You wouldn't do this for free, right? You wouldn't let people just come in and stay with you for free.
Honestly, we were trying to help somebody out who didn't have anywhere else to go, and that's why we're doing the whole month-to-month thing. That was the whole.
You're charging him, Jess. If you really wanted to help him out, why wouldn't you just let him stay there for free?
I mean, that's not how things work, though.
Because you're I know what you're saying. You're a business, and so you can say you were trying to help him out, but really, if you could just let someone stay at your place for free if you really want to help them out. So you just know you're a business. That's all I'm saying. That's why you're in this situation. You think you're being a nice person, but you're trying to make money. That's really what you're trying to do. It's extra money, which is why you have your other person there. And that's tough to have a business in your home.
We're all communal, but we just wanted to make sure this person had a roof over their head, and then it became like he went and made a copy of the key and
why couldn't he go
in and all kinds of stuff.
All right, so he has his girlfriend living there too?
Wait, the girlfriend lives there too?
Well, we didn't know that until about 3 weeks later. We thought she was just hanging it out all the time.
This person never leaves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guess you guys have a good point.
Where do you?
But this is never a business thing.
He secretly made a copy of the keys and then moved his girlfriend in.
Yes,
and
he
you
did.
didn't realize it until you're like, wait a second, she's never leaving.
By the way, whoever asked you to take care of this
She is
guy,
really nice, to be fair.
Well, kick him out and keep her around.
Yeah. Jess? Do you have any children, or is it just you and your husband?
It's just us, and we have 4 cats.
Yeah.
How many people live in this house besides? So is it him and the girl, and then you guys,
and then the other girl,
and then the other girl?
So it's my husband and myself, and then our friend.
Yeah.
She has her own room, and then we rented out the other room, and then he secretly moved his girlfriend in, made a copy of the key.
So it's 5.
Well, she's not here right now because she's staying at her mom's, I guess, or something. I don't know.
Jess, this is
my neighbors. How many cars do you guys have?
So, Jess, here's what
actually only 2. I have my Yukon, and then my husband has his Challenger.
Jess, I have a solution, Jess. Get an apartment.
We're moving out of state. We're going to move we're getting the heck out of Washington. As much as I hate to say that, but yeah, we're not going to be here much longer. But that's why I was wondering if you guys offer any advice in how we can expedite. Because this dude, like, he's...
Dude, you've made a really bad situation for yourself. I mean, because you're trying to make money. That's what I'm trying. That's the advice I have for you. You've put yourself in a bad situation.
We were never trying to make money. Like, we literally
You're
were
renting out. You're renting out rooms. What are you? Why would you rent out rooms? Why wouldn't you keep those rooms for yourself and have a hobby room and he can have his game room or whatever? Maybe he can have whatever he likes to do.
Did you need the extra money to help pay your bills?
No, it literally wasn't even like that at all.
Well, why are you doing
it?
Oh, wait, hold on a second.
Like, well, you shouldn't be living under a bridge in a tent.
Jess, now you're pissing me off. I hate to say it, Jess, you're pissing me off. If you don't need the money, then don't charge. If you don't need the money, then don't charge them. If you don't need the money, why would you want people in your house? It's your house. If you don't need the money, why wouldn't you turn those rooms into cool places for you and your husband to go? That whole house be yours.
But she said she's trying to help them out. She felt bad.
But she's charging them.
So she might as well get a couple bucks out of the deal.
I wasn't the one charging him. It was my husband. Come on now.
Because your husband's like, I'm going to get something out of this dumb deal because my wife keeps wanting to help everybody and it's my house.
Okay, that is somewhat fair.
There we go.
Jess, you're awesome.
And Jess, look, I know you have a good heart. I understand that. And this is what you've learned. You can never be too nice. Like some people just, and I've read a book called Boundaries. I will suggest this, Jess, go get a book called Boundaries. Now, it has a lot of mentions of God and Christianity. If you're not that, just ignore all that. There is really good behavioral science in the book as well. But it will teach you about the very thing that you're in. You are in a situation where you have bad boundaries because you're a nice person and you want to help people. But you have a husband that you're going to piss off because you're trying to be nice to other people. And that's the most important relationship you have. Do not piss off your husband because then you'll be like, without that, all because you're trying to be nice and people are invading your boundaries. That dude doesn't deserve your kindness. He deserves to get his ass thrown on the sidewalk and take care of himself is what he needs to do. But why does he have to do that when he's got you being nice? So he gets to be an idiot. So I get the book Boundaries. That's my best advice for you. And then, expedite yourself out of that situation. And thank you for calling.
Is he moving?
I'm sorry.
I was wondering if that guy's also going to move with them to wherever they're going.
No, he's not. No, Steve, don't. We would not. Let's not
Wouldn't
encourage
that be
that.
awful? If, like, they finally get rid of this guy, and then a week later he shows up at their door like, I'm here too. Yeah.
I was just thinking, they have all the cool cat stuff. Like, the cats could have their own room with all, the cat hotels and the cat apartments they make for them. Instead, what happens? That's not cool.
I just love the guys like, screw it. I'm making my own key and I'm moving my girlfriend in, and nobody realized that she was living there.
Yeah. Doesn't that tell you everything about this loser that everybody go, oh, can you help him out? That tells you everything about this guy. He's a glommer. He's been a glommer probably his whole life.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Travis, if you're upside down in your mortgage, should you continue to make the payment?
Continuing to pay your mortgage or not is a complex decision because you're going to have to pay to live somewhere. You're going to have a housing payment. So continuing to make your house payment really depends on several factors. One is whether or not you have a second mortgage. The second one is how affordable your ongoing monthly mortgage payment is. Another issue is whether your mortgage is adjustable and you're facing an increase in your mortgage payments later on when interest rates go up. If you do have a second mortgage in this economy with the housing prices being down, oftentimes we can take off or strip off that second mortgage in a Chapter 13 case so that you'd only have the first mortgage to continue to pay.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. And thanks for listening.
I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove, fixed fire. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Dealing with an accident and injury claim can be overwhelming. Let Phillips Law Firm fight for you. We understand the pain and suffering, and we're here to guide you through. Call 1-800-JUSTICE today for a free case review, or visit justiceforyou.com and let Phillips Law Firm help you on the road to recovery.
Lovers, your local lingerie and adult store has gifts of pleasure for partners who know it's nice to be naughty. Turn up the heat this holiday when you shop at any Lovers store. Let our knowledgeable team help you select the best pleasure presents and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until December 31st. Some exclusions apply.
If the last few years have taught us anything, it's that human connection means the world. By connecting with one another, we know we're not alone. By connecting, we feel what others feel. We breathe better, laugh easier, and feel healthier. At Regents, connection is at the heart of everything we do. It inspires our commitment to our communities and to you. Here, health isn't just a you thing, it's a we thing. Regents Blue Shield. Together we health.
I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo Stove Fix 5. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Have you been in an accident that wasn't your fault? Feeling overwhelmed and unsure what to do next? Look no further. The personal injury attorneys at Phillips Law Firm are here to help. Phillips Law Firm understands that accidents can turn your life upside down. That's why they're dedicated to fighting for the compensation you deserve and to making the process as stress-free as possible. Don't wait any longer. Call now, 1-800-JUSTICE, or visit justiceforyou.com.
Your driver's license is important so you can get back and forth to work, get your kids to school, and back and forth to daycare. If your license has been suspended because you can't pay your tickets, you can't do any of those things. Let's talk about Chapter 13 bankruptcy. You may have heard that tickets cannot be discharged, but they can be dealt with in a Chapter 13 case. Why not come in for a free consultation? The chapter you choose will make all the difference to your getting back legally on the road. Let's design a plan to pay off your tickets and restore your license immediately. I'm attorney Travis Gagne. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. All right, you're married, or you're at least in relationship. You're a couple. However you're doing it, maybe you're Kurt and Goldie, and you just you just don't want to ever get married, but you're still together. Okay, you're just doing what you're doing. And this new poll takes a look at what you're fighting about. Okay, the top 10 things couple bickers about at home. Danny's in a couple. You're in a couple. I'm in a couple. Sarah and J Rubs are a couple.
Vicky, in a couple of what?
In other words, you're a couple.
Yes,
you're in a relationship.
It sounded funny. Like you're in a couple. You're in a couple.
We're in a relationship.
Yeah, well, that's what couples are. We're couples, man. Yeah. Not together. Vicky's
sure? Thankfully.
Yeah, Vicky's. I don't know how many people are in her couple. If she's, you never know what's going on.
His name is Bob.
That's it. Oh yeah, you and Bob get along great. So what are the top things that couples bicker about? I figured I'd see if you guys, what do you fight about, Steve, and see if it's on the list.
It's not really fight, but I think you get a little frustrated with each other. The old, what do you want to have for dinner tonight?
Oh.
If you're getting something out, like takeout or going out to eat. I don't know. What do you want? Oh, I was thinking maybe sushi. Sushi doesn't sound all that good. All right, well, maybe some Indian. Indian doesn't sound all that good. Okay, well, why don't you pick? No, you pick. I'm like, well, I just picked two.
Yeah.
You ever had that?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Not on the list. That's wild, because I feel like a lot of people have that.
Funny enough, I have that with my dad. It's like, hey, what would you like to do? Or what would you like to eat? And he's like, I don't know. What about you? I'm like, how about A, B, and C? Oh, I don't like any of those. Okay, what else? I'm like, how about, D, E, and F? He's like, I don't like that either. What else? I'm like,
I feel like if you name six choices for anything, that person can go F themselves.
Okay, that's extreme. I was just going to say, for me, it's two. Like, if I give you two options and you shoot down both, then it's up to you to make the decision.
100%.
Because I'll eat whatever.
Yeah, 2 I think is still fair enough for me to go, all right, let me come up with a 3rd and a 4th.
No.
I'm getting irritated by the 4th, but here's Vicky coming up with 5 and 6, and you still don't have an answer. That's when the go F yourself gets. You
No.
deserve it. You deserve
Yeah.
to go F yourself if you cannot pick out of 6 choices.
If you shoot down 2 of my ideas, then it's time for
Oh,
you
so
to come
2.
up with an
All
idea.
right.
Either you come up with an idea or going with number 1, and you can't complain about it the entire time because you said you didn't come up with your own.
Right. Or
Yeah.
if you're like, I'm cool with whatever, you pick, and then I pick, and you say no, I'm like, well, then you're not cool with
You
me.
guys are harsh. You guys are harsh. You only give people 2 choices because I feel like 2 is not enough for a person that doesn't know what they want. They need more than 2.
We usually do 3 choices, and
Okay.
and if she does
3
not
strikes,
pick
you're
one-
out?
Yeah, if she does
All
not
right.
pick one after that, then I just get whatever I want.
Is this not on the top 10? That is surprising to me since you both and Vicky, like you guys have said, the food thing is irritating.
But like
me.
I said, it's not that's not something I legitimately am yelling and arguing.
No,
about.
bicker.
Yeah, but
Bicker. You're bickering.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
bicker. It is a bicker.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
bicker. You're not getting
Yeah.
mad about it.
'Cause I don't know-
We're still eating something awesome. Like,
You-
at the end of the day, we both win.
You and your wife are weird. You never fight. I don't understand what's going on in that
it's
relationship.
like that. You have no idea if we fight or don't fight.
Oh, I think every time I've talked to you, you've talked about how you guys get along, and you never seem to ever get so upset about anything that would ever turn into a. You know some of the fights I've had.
Yeah,
and
but you
always
let
looked
everybody know about every fight that you have. I don't.
I always thought you were. Oh, I didn't realize you were like just sort of keeping it on the DL. I always
Well, it's
thought
not often.
Yeah, I thought you were always like. I always thought it was you. Like, you know what? I don't need to get upset about everything. Whereas me, I get upset over everything.
At times, every day. I mean, every day emotions are different. But
you're
like,
human?
Yeah, I know. It's
What?
crazy. but I don't need to let everyone know. It's
I would like to know just because
I
I
will let you know because I don't want to deal with the headache of then you thinking that now we can commiserate together. I think no.
Oh yeah, God forbid you and I might be able to think we have something in
because I've
common.
argued and then I'm done and we've moved on and you're like well blah, 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 blah. And I'm like oh no I've moved past this argument like I don't want to relive it.
I didn't even know you had it. I always thought you were living this blessed life where nothing bothered you. Oh, now I want to know. I almost want to
You'll
pick
never
like
know.
what would Steve get upset over that he would have a fight about? Because I can't even imagine what it would be.
You'll never know.
I know I'll never know because you don't give any clue what really pisses you off ever.
Well, and also I don't bring it up because I don't think it's always fair to the significant other to like paint them in a bad light. Because I'm always right.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, then I have to let you know when she's wrong.
I'm the same
And that's
way.
not cool.
Aren't I the same way? I've never painted my significant other in a bad light ever in the history on this show. No, never have. All right. So, Danny, how about you? What is something that really, you guys bicker about?
There's not a lot for me necessarily. I know that she gets angry at me when I leave my hats or like if I just like take off my socks and I'll just throw them on the other couch because I'm like eventually going to throw them away, but I just don't want to do it at that same moment.
Right.
Or if I don't put my shoes immediately like under the and where we put our shoes, I don't even know what you call it, but like we just have this
Like a
area
shoe
for
rack?
shoes. Yeah, like a shoe rack, I guess, but it's more of like a bookcase. And so I don't put my shoes there immediately. I'll just put them like on the side. And she immediately is like, why can't you just put away your hats? And I'm like, can't you just put away your dirty socks? And I'm like, yeah, I'll get to it eventually. But then she ends up getting up and doing it because it bothers her.
So that's number 7 on the list, kind of, and that's dirty clothes on the floor. Then you said about the socks, or just in general, not putting your stuff where you're supposed to. Which I'm 100% behind her with this one. I think, come on, there's a place for everything. Everything has its place. I mean, isn't that something in the Bible? I don't know.
The funny thing with mine is that like there are times where like she'll get annoyed because like not annoyed. Like, she's like, "Oh, are you going to clean the toilets today or tomorrow?" I'm like, "Yeah. I'll get it done tomorrow." And then tomorrow comes and I'm about to do it, but like she wanted to do something else at that moment.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Well, right now." I'm like, "Well, it's either now or never." Because like I'm this like mindset like of when like I'm ready to do a chore, I'm doing it. And if you tell me not to do it at that moment, I might get distracted and do something else, and then I don't want to do the chore when you think I'm supposed to do the chore.
Sure.
It's like I'm of the moment kind of guy when it comes to chores. Like it's time to clean the toilets. I'm doing it now, or I'm not doing it for the rest of the day.
And I'm kind of the opposite way in terms of that. Like, I have it set in my mind of, like, I'll do it later. And she just gets frustrated with me and just does it herself. And I'm like, no, I was going to do it. And then I get angry because I'm like, no, I was going to do it in, like, an hour, but I just don't want to do it right now. And she's
Right.
like, no, I'm doing it right now because you can't get off your butt. And I'm like, oh, God, all right.
Yeah, it is. This is the thing with living with people, and usually anyone who's like me Yeah, it's like, you just want it done now.
It's got to be done now. Yeah, I'm like Danny's girlfriend for sure.
Oh,
I'm
for
like,
me, it gets done when the moment's right.
Yeah, there's no...
When is the moment ever really right to clean toilets?
The moment's right when I tell you to. That's when the moment's right.
Yesterday afternoon, it was right. That was when the moment was right.
They're nice and clean now.
They are.
Yeah, so
Spotless.
housework...
I wouldn't say eat off them, but they're spotless.
So it's that starting housework but not finishing it. That's number 4. So I don't know if that quite qualifies for what you and Danny were talking about, Steve.
Kind of.
Yeah, but it's like... Yeah, you got to figure it out. Sarah, actually, it's funny. I'm not in a couple, but I mean, I do have 2 people living with me, Sarah and J Rubs, and I think it's more. I don't know who it is, who the culprit is, but this irritates the hell out of me. It's the number 1 thing on the list too.
It's nothing I do.
Oh, you both do it.
I bet it's all J-Rubs.
Well, we'll see. It is. It's just going down to where they live and seeing the lights on, but they're nowhere around. And I'm like, why do they leave the effing lights on? All you gotta do is just shut them off.
That bothers you? Oh, yeah. The lights on?
Oh, I hate the lights on. If you don't need them on, why have them on?
What are you, a vampire?
It's if you're not in the room. I'm not. If you're in the room, I'm fine. But if you're doing something else, you're going outside. You're going to come upstairs and hang.
Yeah.
Why would you leave the lights on in a room that you're not going to be in?
I typically
for?
turn them off. Nowadays, though, it could be Tatum that's doing it in your house.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
it could be Tatum that's doing it. I didn't even know Tatum even came over for a visit.
She's crazy.
Man.
Because there are times where I'm like, why is this light on? And I realize, it's Tatum could reach it. And she just loves turning on lights.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah,
it's going to be the argument you have for the rest of your life.
She's so pumped when she could reach tying up, or she'll get like her little chair and stand on it and then just turn it on.
Yeah.
See, just picture me doing that to all the lights that are still on in the house.
Yeah,
just picture, if I was a little shorter,
2.5,
way cuter.
30.
Sometimes like the TV's still on, even though there's nobody using. I'm just like, why is everything on and you're nowhere? You're not going to use it.
Well, you're the kind of person that the TV and the lights would be on, and then you just have to run to the mailbox really quick. Do you shut everything off when you run to the mailbox?
No, that's fine. But I'm talking about.
He's the type of person that would.
Yeah, well, I would. You're right. I would. But I'm talking. Yeah, but you guys, it's like 20 minutes or something. I'm counting. I'm like,
do you have a stopwatch on? I'm picturing like a coach. You have a stopwatch around your neck at all times.
They're upstairs talking to me, and I'm going. And all I'm thinking in my head is, I know every light and the TV is still on down there.
Okay, we don't really want to talk to you for that long, but you just keep going and going and going. And so then,
you know what?
It's been 20, 30
you want
minutes.
to talk to me? Here's a good idea. How about you get your own goddamn place? How about that?
No, it's okay. We'll take the 20 minutes.
So if somebody left the TV on and went to the store, would you be upset about it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, we do that all the time.
Oh
yeah.
TV never turns off in our house
until bedtime.
Yeah,
you guys.
We keep music on all the time though.
And Lily's gotten in the habit too because we'll leave wherever we're staying and we just leave the TV on and then we have a game where we guess what's going to be on TV when we get back.
See, it's a fun game. You can't play that if you turn
your
TV off.
Your generation can never lecture me about carbon footprint ever again because that's just come on. That's carbon footprint BS messiness right there.
Hey, you know what?
That's why our summers are weird because of you, Danny.
Yeah, Danny.
The bugs need to watch something, okay, when we're gone.
Ice caps are melting, Danny.
I do keep our TV on so Lulu has something to listen to.
Thank you.
You're never alone when something's on, right?
Because we keep our TV on from the music choice. We'll have the music in the background when we're not watching TV.
Did you just say you need to keep the TV on for the dog?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dogs never had
silence.
Dogs don't have TV. They never had TV till humans came around. Dogs. What did dogs do in the wild before you had a TV?
So we didn't have TV at one point either. Are we supposed to just limit the amount of enjoyment our dogs have because they once enjoyed life without televisions?
Yeah.
I don't even know how to answer that. So I'm just we didn't have fire.
Just live in the cold.
I don't even know how to answer these wonderfully amazing questions.
Including animals.
Animals have not evolved to want to care about the TV. They don't.
I'd say watch, but you can't see anymore. So now she just listens to it.
Yeah.
All right. None of these are on the list. We're just weird people.
Leaving the water on while doing dishes. That's always. I'm always turning it off.
Yeah, who leaves the water on?
Well, not for an extended period of time, but like do some dishes, turn around, handle something, water's still running, turn around, do some more.
You guys would not like that.
Wow, you guys are going to be in trouble with all of the
with
people.
Who? The police?
Yeah, the carbon footprint police. You got to shut that water off.
They have a ring cam. I won't answer if they start knocking on the door.
Yeah. I try to be as good as I can because you waste a lot of water anyway when you're doing dishes. But you can't be leaving that on if you're not actually rinsing anything, right?
One that used to bug me a lot, but it doesn't really bother me anymore, was when she wouldn't make the bed. And it was because like we come to work so early, and then I'd get home, and I'm like, "You slept till 10 o'clock, and you can't make the bed before you go to work."
Oh, I'm 100% behind her. I don't make the bed. Who cares?
I never make the bed.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love.
We always make the bed.
I love a fresh made bed.
Yeah, I that was the one thing in the military. I go, I'm sorry, I don't want to hear your stupid. A made bed means you accomplished. I'll go shut up. You know what I accomplished? I accomplished getting up and going to work. My bed's fine. Yeah, I've totally not because I totally don't give a damn about my bed's made. Who cares?
It's nice just to have a nice bed made. Like, it just feels better. It feels cleaner.
Look, if
in the
you
house.
like it,
do.
I'm not putting you down. But for me, I mean,
Well,
so
you want
I
to live
don't care.
in filth and look like a slob, then
Yeah.
go ahead.
Oh,
But you
really?
have crumbs in your bed too, don't you?
Oh, well, that actually is on the list. Number 8 is
really-
crumbs in the bed. I don't eat in the bed, Danny, so there's no crumbs in the bed because you know why?
J-Rubs does.
Does he really? What's he eating in the bed?
Oh, when
He's a savage. I don't
He
know if
is
I
a
I
savage.
might have
Let
to
me tell
disapprove
ya.
of this marriage.
He knows I don't
Johnny
like
Savage.
it, but sometimes he'll leave wrappers of stuff next to the
Like
bed.
Kit Kat bars?
Like chips. It's
chips.
mainly chips, which are tasty and great, but they're the worst for crumbs.
Yes,
The
they are.
worst.
You can't be eating in bed.
What
Yeah.
style of chips is he getting?
Oh, usually the jalapeno.
Yeah,
Oh, he's spicy, isn't
Yeah.
he?
man.
He's a spicy guy.
Okay, yeah.
He's a spicy savage.
He'll
You ever-
leave the evidence, though.
You can't eat in bed. Once you start, that's the problem.
What about
you really...
popcorn in bed?
Nothing.
No, there's nothing,
Oh,
Danny.
but what about a nice romantic movie? night?
Exactly. Thank
No.
you.
How about you just eat like, the
Maybe
couches-
ice cream.
What?
Why maybe ice cream? Why is that okay?
And in a cup or cone.
Not a cone, because then there's crumbs.
Okay, that's what I was curious.
I mean, I don't even trust you with a cup of ice
I can't
cream.
even. You know what? I don't know when these rules were made by the Steve Society, but they're the weirdest. Like like the way you live, man.
It makes sense.
It does. Please help me because I don't know how it makes sense.
It could be a food that doesn't create crumbs.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
ice cream doesn't create crumbs.
Because the crumbs itch in the middle of the night.
Yeah, but there's chocolate flakes and stuff that can get everywhere.
Well, it depends on the
flakes.
ice cream, of course.
Well, what kind of ice cream are you doing in bed? Do you have a special bed ice cream?
I was thinking maybe like the Americone Dream, the Ben and Jerry's. I don't
What's
know.
Americone
That could get a
Dream?
little
What is that
messy.
in there?
That was the first one that came to mind. Actually, I like the Bananas Foster one.
Okay.
That one's freaking
All right.
awesome.
There's nothing that can get in the bed like bananas flying everywhere. I mean, because you know how thing is. Things fly, dude. You're smacking stuff around. You don't know
How
what kind
are
of
you
ice
eating
cream.
your
to eat.
ice cream? You toss in the air.
I
trying to
use it
catch
as a
like seal?
suppository, if you must know.
Okay.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove, fix 5. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Are you dealing with a personal injury? Don't go it alone. Turn to the experienced team at Phillips Law Firm. Their attorneys have helped thousands of clients get the compensation they deserve. Call Phillips Law Firm now. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Lovers, your local lingerie and adult store has gifts of pleasure for partners who know it's nice to be naughty. Turn up the heat this holiday when you shop at any Lovers store. Let our knowledgeable team help you select the best pleasure presents and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love 20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until December 31st. Some exclusions apply.
It's hard to find the perfect holiday gift, but Osea's Super Glow Body Set might just be it. This limited edition 3-piece kit has everything they need to exfoliate, hydrate, and glow all over. Featuring Osea's best-selling Undaria Algae Body Oil, Body Polish, and Body Butter, it's sure to please everyone on your list, from your most discerning relative to your most deserving BFF. The best part? It's packed in a box so beautiful, you can skip the gift wrapping. Osea has been creating seaweed-infused skincare for nearly 30 years. Every product is crafted with ingredients that are clean, vegan, cruelty-free, and climate neutral, so you never have to choose between your best values and your best skin. For a gift that will impress this holiday season, give Osea's Super Glow Body Set. Right now, you can get the Super Glow Body Set valued at $126 for only $79 when you use code GIFT at OseaMalibu.com. That's code GIFT at OSEAMalibu.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. You guys remember Flavor Flav, don't you?
Flavor Flav.
Yeah, he. This is going to shock all of you, but he recently did an interview where he talks about his past drug use. I had no idea.
You know, you say that. I never would have known that because the only reason I really knew Flavor Flav was because of the Flavor of Love.
See, during that time where I was like, he's got to be something's going on. Because before that, for me, it was just all about Public Enemy. And at that point, I wasn't really thinking that if he was doing drugs, I didn't think it was anything like crazy because it seemed like they were like more of like a socially conscious hip hop group. And he was a little bit of the comedic relief, but like he still had like there was still like, I didn't get the vibe that they were just doing massive amounts of drugs.
Sure.
I call it the Robin Williams effect. Anybody who's a lot more animated and a lot more entertaining, like you didn't think about it at the time, but once I was hip to the fact that Robin Williams, every once in a while would be like, hey, I need a little pick-me-up. And then I started noticing that about all of the performers of the 80s. That's when I always have a little like, okay, that person's a little too jacked up. I wonder. And
a little booger sugar.
Yeah. And so Flavor Flav shares that there was once a time that he was spending nearly $1 million a year on drugs. Wow.
And there was a time that I was spending $2,400 to $2,600 a day for 6 years straight. You do the math. And that's how much I spent on drugs. I sold a lot, but I was my best customer. I had a lot of money at the time, too. I was just doing the wrong things with my money. Drugs is easy to get on, and they're hard as hell to get off of.
I mean, it was a lot of fun that year.
Yeah, a lot of fun. By the way, thanks for that wisdom, by the way. I had no idea that drugs were easy to get on and hard to get off.
You know what? Sometimes things maybe sound more profound in somebody's head, and then it comes out, and it's not as profound as they hoped. I'm willing to give him a pass. I think he looks really good. I mean, up until today, like I remember just seeing some recent stories where I was like, man, Flavor Flav doesn't look like he's having the best time, and he looks really healthy right there, and he's very profound.
Yeah, I wonder how clean and sober he is. I mean, people do talk about the sobriety and how long they've got, and I don't know what his story is in that respect. Yeah, he looks okay. I mean,
better than I thought.
He's definitely more chill.
Yes.
Which of course is an indication that he's probably not doing anything right now.
I do love that he's like, I was my best customer.
That was a great line.
He's 63 years old.
What? Oh, then he's really in good shape. I wouldn't have put him. He's older than I am. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I thought he was younger. Well, probably because he looks younger.
Because he looks like he's in his 50s. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw him on something recently where he's wearing the big clock and everything, and I was like, oh. He's still, not that he's still around, but meaning like he's still doing stuff in the media.
Guy. Hey, Flavor Flav, you're still around.
Yeah,
right.
well, I'm just like, because he hasn't really done a lot that I've seen in like the media until like he was like on some award show, and he actually like the suit he looked was awesome, like was wearing was awesome.
Well, in that interview clip, I mean, he's wearing a much more subdued clock. It's like covered in diamonds, but like, it's not like giant. It's now. I think he's kind of realized that he doesn't need to have it. Doesn't have to be large.
It's still pretty big, but yeah, you're right. It's a lot. It's definitely smaller than he used to rock.
Right. It doesn't look like a clock that you would see like at like a gym or something like that.
Yeah. He's got to, he's getting older. He can't be carrying all that weight.
There was a moment where he was just like the biggest star because of the Flavor of Love and all those shows. Like, I mean, you couldn't even sneeze without like reading an article or story about him. He was everywhere in pop culture.
Everywhere.
Yeah. And I wonder how he's doing financially.
Well, if that clock's any indication, I think he's okay.
Unless that's cubic zirconium. You just don't know.
It's still probably pretty expensive for cubic zirconium.
I don't know. Yeah, that's good. I have no idea. Maybe is it Swarovski or whatever? I mean, I know you can still get some,
It says $2 million.
$2 million?
Yeah.
His net worth is $2 million. My net worth was like 1 point something million. He's got to be doing better than me.
Yeah, you're at 1.1.
Oh, you dropped.
I dropped.
You were at
again.
1.7 yesterday. I think
I'm losing money left and right.
Last week you were at 8 million. I remember that checking.
It's because of all those damn clocks you're buying.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a new poll out. 39% of people, they were so close to the nice. They just get another 3 on there.
Okay.
39% of people claim that their current home is generally cleaner than the home they grew up in as a kid.
Oh, 1,000% yes.
Oh, I would say, well, you know what? Now I guess I'd have to say yeah, because I have somebody come clean it.
Well, look at that humble brag.
Well,
I know, right?
I mean, that's the only reason. I'm trying not to humble brag. I mean, there's somebody that comes.
Typically, when people humble brag, they're not trying to brag. That's why it's a humble brag.
Well, is that? I mean, I'm kind of lame that I'm not cleaning my own house because my mother cleaned the house and she kept it nice.
I don't know anyone that feels that they're not lame. I never had like that. Man, I got to clean the house, otherwise I'm lame.
Oh, I totally feel that. I feel totally judged the fact that I don't clean my own house. In my brain. It's just how I grew up. You were supposed to, do the lawn, do all that stuff. I do none of that stuff, and I do feel bad. I can hear my father and my mother in my head going, "The hell are you doing? You don't even do your own housework. You don't even mow your own lawn.
Okay, Steve,
you don't even have a lawn."
I'll give you the chance to humble brag.
Okay.
If you didn't have your wife, would that still, because you said 100% yes, would that still range?
Oh, no.
Really?
Yes. I've been to your house when you were
Have you ever been to my parents' house?
Oh no!
Growing up.
Oh wow!
That's fair.
You know what? I didn't. I didn't realize that actually things could be worse.
I mean,
Steve's house wasn't bad when he was single.
No, I'm saying,
but your
house.
parents' house was
Dude,
worse.
every morning. Okay,
whoa.
not everywhere, but it was a smaller, kind of cramped house in Brooklyn. And there's a family of 4. Obviously, there's a lot of. But my mom and dad would never throw anything away. My dad would like to give my mom a hard time for not throwing things away, but my dad would be obsessed with buying everything that he saw on TV. He kept the as seen on TV commercials we had everything.
Oh wow.
And there was boxes stacked next to his recliner chair of things that he never even opened, or like random things. I'm like, Dad, why do you have this? Well, one day I'm going to need it. I'm like, you're never going to need it. You never touched it for 4 years.
Yeah. so clutter. It's not dirt. It's clutter.
Clutter.
Yeah.
Dude, our dining room table. Don't even get me going. Oh my gosh, dude. Every morning for breakfast, you would have to have like a concerted effort to move all the envelopes of all the bills that they still need to pay to the other end of the dining room table so that I could have breakfast. It was ridiculous.
The two of them sound epic, actually.
But they blamed each other.
Bill people.
They would blame each other, and they were both to blame.
That's
they were
awesome.
both like. I say this with love, but they're both slobs. It was ridiculous.
Not sure that's with love, but that's the best you can do at this moment.
Dude, envelopes on top of envelopes on top. And my brother and I would always be like, we'll help you. We'll just throw everything away. Like when they were going to move, we're like, we'll get you like a giant truck or whatever, like one of those garbage bins.
Yeah.
And we'll just load it up. And I don't know, I might need this. I might need that. Mom, this is a bill from Macy's from 1979. I don't think you need it anymore.
Yeah, but you don't know, Steven.
These are coupons that are attached to it. I'm like, the coupons have been expired for 30 years. Dude, I say it with complete confidence. Even me at my messiest was still cleaner than my parents.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And dude, it catches up to you though. You know what I mean? It really, really does. I mean, that's why even though Marie Kondo has come out and said, "Hey, ever since I had kids, don't worry about cleaning up anymore." But I mean, which is like a complete about face on the whole, tidying up stuff. But, you just, as you get older, I don't know why your brain thinks you need to do these things and collect these things. And I have a hard time with going, there's like my sister gave me that, so I shouldn't throw it away, but I really don't like it. But it's like, well, I feel bad if she says, "Hey, what did you do with that thing?" I'm like, yeah, I'll go find it.
I misplaced it. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
In the garbage.
I got to be more like you.
Dude, but I mean, that being said, yes, it would be definitely a lot sloppier if it was. My wife has definitely made that house. I mean, dude, she's Swiffering every day, and she's like, "Look at all this dust on this ground.
Love
if I didn't do
person
this
like
every
that.
day, what would that?" I'm like, it would just be a little dustier. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'm not. I don't even know how we get all this damn dust on the floor either. But you know what, we do.
My girlfriend likes to clean house, but she only cleans probably like once every other week. She really gets like the Swiffer out and the mop.
I bet that's better than the average person.
Wow.
To the point where I used to try and vacuum the house, but I couldn't keep up with how much my wife wants to vacuum the house.
That's crazy.
She's like, I got to vacuum it again. I'm like, I vacuumed it yesterday. She's like, yeah, but we went outside, and I'm like, yes.
Okay, well, that's look, but she's got standards of the 60s, because I remember people would come to our house. And, my mother would make me go and just make sure there was no dust with the white glove, because people were like that. You were judged by how your house was kept.
Yeah, I mean, and if that's what she wants to do, I mean, she never gets. My only thing is I have to make sure I keep. I'm the person that takes out all the garbage and
Nice work.
Cleans the toilets.
Yeah.
Oh, you got the good jobs.
My mom was always
and
one
I
of
do
the-
them. I mean, mostly every week.
Oh, good.
Well, the toilets. I mean, obviously, the garbage they throw out when it's ready.
Yeah. You know what? Can you teach Joey how to do that?
Throw out the garbage?
Oh, yeah. That was always the big battle with Joey. He had one job.
Whoa.
He had one job in his life.
Well-
And you know what?
No, not
failed
gonna
at
do
it every time.
I think he solved the problem. He just moved out.
Yeah.
He's like, all right.
That's exactly what he's probably. You know, I wonder when if I ever go visit his apartment, like, are there mounds of garbage, or was this just a protest against his mother, and he was just like, I will not do what you ask.
Definitely the latter. It was a protest.
Yeah, dude, that sounds like my brother was like the biggest slob when we were growing up too. And when he got his own place, granted, the military probably helped get him into a little bit more of be a clean freak. But now he's like a clean machine. And I think that probably pisses my mom off because like she used to like, Gregory, will you vacuum? No, man. It's like that was always an issue. And now it's like he's like vacuuming all the time.
It's so odd that teenagers and young kids don't want to do chores. I don't know what that phenomenon is.
Tatum likes helping.
She's 3.
Yeah.
Did you see they have
it's pretty entertaining. Like, she's, Daddy, I want to help you do dishes. I'm like, okay. So I give her a little like the towel to dry the dishes. She grabs a spoon, touches it once, goes, here you go. I'm like,
yeah, that's
thank you. You're so helpful.
Yeah.
Did you see they have the mini mops at Target now?
Oh,
we have one.
In the dollar
you
section.
already, of course you have one.
But they're like legit mops.
Oh,
like
ours
you could
isn't legit.
Yeah,
it's
like
a toy mop.
You could put it. It's like for kids, but you could like put it in the water, and they could help you mop with the.
Oh,
with
she'll be like a
or
real life
dad.
Roomba.
Yeah,
we have
hopefully
we have a mini Swiffer.
Ooh,
which I mean, it's like a toy, but you can use it to like it does work. You just have to just throw it in the wash. Then
that's funny.
That's cool.
Lily protests any kind of cleaning.
Yeah, there you go.
She's like, nope. You can do that. I'm watching YouTube, Dad. And I'm like, awesome.
Yeah, my house would be a mess if I didn't have somebody.
See, my wife has figured it out. She created like a jingle for like a song. So like now Tatum likes to sing the song. So it's like clean up, everyone do their share.
Oh, your
Clean
wife
up,
she's
up.
a mastermind.
And I'm just like, what is going on?
Wow.
How long do you think before Tatum realizes that though this was a whole ploy by Mom and just starts protesting?
I'm giving it a good year or two.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you this.
Maybe less.
Now, granted, I don't get to see Tatum a whole lot, but I mean, and I only get to see what Steve posts, but I know his wife and kind of how she lives her life. We all know how Steve lives his life. And we just got to see where's Tatum going to fall on that spectrum and who, I mean, can you imagine if she's mini Steve and Mom's like, dude, I need you to be a little bit more like me, and she's mini Steve? Oh, boy.
Dude, no, I think she's on Team Mom if we're creating teams. Because
oh, so she's back to Team Mom. That's good.
The other day I was watching, like, you know, she's only allowed to watch a certain amount of shows, and then my wife will be like, okay, after this one's over, this Paw Patrol toy for the billionth time, like, you know, no more shows. And she's like, okay, so the show ends, and then so I turn it off, and then as soon as my wife comes back down the stairs, Tatum just realized, Daddy's watching a show.
Oh.
And I'm like, yeah, this is Daddy's show. I didn't know I was also I didn't know I'm not allowed to watch this show.
I don't know if it's Team Mom or she's just like, this is BS. Why does Daddy get to do what he wants?
Yeah. No, I got to turn the damn show off.
Oh, see, she's brilliant. She's kind of hoping now you will advocate for her so you can watch your own show.
Oh, no, it creates a divide because then I looked at it, I go, yeah, rat out Daddy, huh? And she's like, Daddy, you watching a show? And I'm like,
yeah, she's not wrong.
But wait
not wrong, and it pisses me off.
Wait till the tables turn where she realizes Daddy wants to watch all the shows.
That's her plan.
And so that way she's going to turn on Mom. So to BJ's point, I
hope that happens.
She might be a mini Steve.
Oh, she's totally a mini Steve.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to happen. I mean, Steve, they say when you start to wonder if your kids are manipulating you, they've been doing it for months before.
Oh, yeah.
So this kid, I mean, I know she's already looking at you going, is that how it's going to be, Dad? I can't watch my shows? Well, neither will you. Or perhaps we band together and stop this dictatorship.
A collective front.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
A mutiny.
I'm
in for a TV show mutiny.
Oh, she's setting you
Let's
up.
go. Yeah.
This is going to be. Oh my gosh, this will be the. Can I get some popcorn for the battle of the century?
We need eye patches and like bandanas.
I could see. Why can't I watch my Kraken game?
This kid is a genius. I've seen her at the table, just like a mafia boss at that dinner we went to. There's no way she's taking this sitting down, and she's got her head stooge over here. Her head stooge.
Wait a second.
Yeah, you are her head stooge. She's already going, I got my muscle right here. I know what's going to happen. Take a couple of hockey games, and then she's going to go, wait till his wrestling is on. Once I get that taken away from him, he's revolting, and I'm getting Paw Patrol back.
Oh, right. Now we have our own apartment.
Oh,
down
yeah.
the street, and we're living there watching all the Paw Patrols.
These friggin' kids know what they're doing, man.
Hearing BJ talk, I feel like he's definitely talking about a conversation he had with Joe when he was younger. 'Cause I can see Joe being that person that was very manipulative. Like,
I think Joe's still manipulating Dad.
That's fair, actually.
Yeah, really? I mean, Joe is like, I am so generous with my father's money, around for everybody.
And judging by Joe's big old smile right now.
Oh, yeah.
There's some truth to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone said that cleanup song's been around for years. I taught it to my kids when they were in preschool over 10 years ago.
Oh, look at that.
I wasn't hip to the song.
Look at you. How about your wife is now stealing music? You thought it was original, and it's not.
I mean, if the Glorious Sons would have covered it, I would have known it.
Then you would have known.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's a question from a listener. My house is currently in foreclosure. I've stopped making payments. What can I do to save my house?
If you're already in foreclosure behind on your mortgage, you can stop the foreclosure by filing a bankruptcy. There's different types of bankruptcy. Chapter 13 can help you catch up on your house payments if you're behind. It would mean that you'd have to start making your house payments again and catch up on the amount that you're behind over 5 years. You could also take off or strip off your second mortgage, which would help you to reduce your housing payment every month, especially once you're done with the plan and done catching up on your first mortgage. We could also try to buy you some time by filing a Chapter 13 case. Filing a Chapter 13 would definitely stop your foreclosure.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. And thanks for listening.
I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove, fixed 5. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Dealing with an accident and injury claim can be overwhelming. Let Phillips Law Firm fight for you. We understand the pain and suffering, and we're here to guide you through. Call 1-800-JUSTICE today for a free case review, or visit justiceforyou.com and let Phillips Law Firm help you on the road to recovery.
Lovers, your local lingerie and adult store has gifts of pleasure for partners who know it's nice to be naughty. Turn up the heat this holiday when you shop at any Lovers store. Let our knowledgeable team help you select the best pleasure presents and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love 20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until December 31st. Some exclusions apply.
If the last few years have taught us anything, it's that human connection means the world. By connecting with one another, we know we're not alone. By connecting, we feel what others feel. We breathe better, laugh easier, and feel healthier. At Regents, connection is at the heart of everything we do. It inspires our commitment to our communities and to you. Here, health isn't just a you thing, it's a we thing. Regents Blue Shield. Together we health.
I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove, fixed 5. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Have you or a loved one been injured in an accident? Are you struggling to recover fair compensation? Look no further. At Phillips Law Firm, the experienced personal injury attorneys will fight for your rights and get you the justice and compensation you deserve. They handle a wide range of cases, including car accidents, slip and falls, medical malpractice, and workplace injuries. Justice is a phone call away, so don't wait. Call today for a free case review. Call 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
Let's play Beat Migs.
It's time to play the game. So everybody scream his name. Beat Migs. Don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Migs. You're a loser.
to Beat Migs. I know Kevin from Bothell is. Kevin, are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, Steve, now get out.
All right.
For those playing at home, Kevin has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Whitechapel Murderer and Leather Apron were both nicknames given to which serial killer?
Pass.
The sparkling water LaCroix was founded in what decade?
70s?
No.
80s?
Yes.
60s?
Topaz is the birthstone for what month?
January.
No.
March.
No.
April.
No. Who was the first female head writer on Saturday Night Live?
Tina Fey?
Yes. What band asked for biker gang Hell's Angels to act as security for their festival show?
Oh, boy. Guns N' Roses.
No.
AC/DC?
No.
I pass.
In baseball, an easy-to-catch fly ball is called a can of what?
Can of soup?
No.
I pass.
Who wrote the children's book, Oh, the Places You'll Go?
Dr. Seuss.
Yes. If you tip 20% on a $15 bill, how much would the tip be?
15% on a $20 bill?
20% on a $15 bill.
Oh, shoot, math's not my good point. Pass.
Red, sweet, and white are all types of what vegetable?
Whoa, vegetable, tomato.
No. Kevin, you got 3 correct.
That's better than a deuce. You didn't drop a deuce at least, Kevin.
I know, I dropped a deuce the last 2 times I played. I'm so happy I didn't drop a deuce.
Okay, then you did better than you've done previously.
These questions are a little challenging today.
Are they?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, let's see if Steve does better.
If he does much better, then I'm going to give him. I'll give Steve a props because I don't think I would have done much better.
I thought you were going to say prize. I was like, what kind of prize?
No prize for you, buddy.
Only props.
No
Yeah,
prize.
just props.
Steve, are you ready?
Ah, yes.
Whitechapel Murderer and Leather Apron were nicknames given to which serial killer?
Ted Bundy?
No.
The hell's that guy's name? Charles Manson.
No.
The Unabomber.
No.
he's a serial
The
killer.
sparkling water LaCroix was founded in what decade?
I'm going to go 80s.
Yes. Topaz is the birthstone for what month?
August.
No.
July.
No.
September.
No. Who was the first female head writer on Saturday Night Live?
Tina Fey.
Yes. What band asked the biker game Hell's Angels to act as security for their festival show?
Rolling Stones.
Yes. In baseball, an easy-to-catch fly ball is called a can of what?
Worms.
No.
Can of poop.
No.
That's it.
Can of sugar.
No. Who wrote the children's book, Oh, the Places You'll Go?
Dr. Seuss.
Yes. If you tip 20% on a $15 bill, how much would the tip be?
Why you gotta do this to me?
Yep. Good morning.
$2?
No.
$3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Red, sweet, and white are all types of what vegetable?
What?
Red, sweet, and white are all types of what vegetable?
Tomato.
No. He said that too. You get 5 correct, though, which is a win, 5-3.
Let's go.
Sorry, Kevin.
Man. That's all right. I love you guys. Thanks.
We love you.
Right back at you, brother. Oh, good job, Steve. That's a tough one. I think I would have tied Steve, might have beat him. Ooh. Because I knew ones that he didn't know.
Okay.
He was close, though, with the baseball thing. You were close with can of poop.
Can of turds.
Oh, what? Wow.
Can of corn.
Can of BJ, why would you do that?
Why? Why would I do that?
Why?
I don't know why Major League Baseball calls it a can of corn. It's an easy fly ball. It must be. It's a super old reference because I've heard it for years.
To be honest, if I've ever heard it, it's never registered. I never once thought, well, that's a weird saying.
Yeah, usually the old dudes do it. I don't know how many of the young broadcasters say, oh, that's a can of corn.
I wish they would.
I don't know why. Is it because a can of corn is easier than corn on the cob, or?
No, apparently it goes back to the 1900s when grocery store clerks would use sticks or other tools to reach food items that were too high and drop them, making it an easy catch.
Oh.
My gosh,
Look
that's a
at
stretch.
that.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, this is back in the 1900s. So.
I guess a lot of people, they knew that whole phrase because of being a grocery worker.
Yeah, I was going to say somebody who did play-by-play for baseball at some point was a grocery store worker.
That's a can of corn.
Whitechapel Murderer and Leather Apron were both nicknames to which serial killer?
Is it Son of Sam?
No.
Oh, I don't know.
Geins?
No. Jack the Ripper.
Jack the Ripper.
Wow,
Yep.
I should have gone that deep because I couldn't think of anybody, so I should have gone
I
all the
thought
way back
all
to
of you
Jack.
serial killers knew each other. And,
Yeah.
Jack is the Facebook group.
He's the OG.
He's the OG for sure. Topaz is the birthstone for what month?
I don't know.
December or November?
November.
November.
Oh, nice work. Oh, Joey should know that.
And then red.
Does he, though?
I had no idea.
I'm not surprised it's Joey. Red, sweet, and white are all types of wet vegetable.
Vicky knows this.
Onions.
Sweet onion.
Yep.
Red onion.
White onion.
Yeah.
All of them.
They're all onions, everybody.
Well, congratulations, Steve, on winning.
Good job, Steve. So there was a poll that was done to find out, okay, your favorite TV family.
Oh.
Wow.
I know what would have been the family if not for Bill Cosby's problems.
Oh, I bet they just not even make the list.
I'm looking over here, and I don't even
Cosby
see them.
family's not on there. What about the Hogan family?
The Hogan family. Oh, I'm looking for the Hogan
From
family.
the TV show Valerie.
Yeah. Jeez. Wow.
Do you remember that show?
I do. I mean, it was a good. I mean, Valerie that was a hell of a show. She was a hell of a performer, but
and so I think what she asked for more money, and they're like, "Well, we're just going to get ready. We're going to kill you off."
Yeah.
Who the show was named after at the time? It was called Valerie.
Yeah.
And then they changed it to like Valerie's family when they killed her off because they didn't want to pay the money, and then they finally just said, "We'll just call it the Hogan family since that was their last name."
I don't know how long that show lasted after that. They usually don't.
Honestly, my favorite TV family, just because of how dysfunctional and awesome they were. The Bundys. Married with Children.
Well, you know what? Number 4 on the list, the Bundys.
Yes, good answer, Steve.
Yeah, the Huxtables, which of course were the Bill Cosby show family. You'd think they'd be on the list, except for Bill Cosby. I think they would have been if not for Bill Cosby's issues.
If there wasn't any controversial stuff with him, they'd probably be top 2.
Which really sucks because that whole family was a pretty cool family. It was a very popular show, and well, Bill being Bill.
Yeah, I don't know if any of them are really going to be sad today because they're not on this list, though.
Yeah. Well, I think Lisa Bonet might be.
Oh, okay.
That was her claim. Anybody got a favorite TV family?
I don't have a favorite, but I thought of one that probably is the top of the list.
Okay.
The Simpsons.
Great
Simpsons.
good answer. Good answer.
Yeah.
They are number 2. Some other family is number 1, Danny, but you're on the right track. It's got to be the Simpsons had to be a real popular family.
Yeah. I'm having trouble
Flintstones.
Ooh, the Flintstone family did not make it. Sir.
Yeah, I didn't think they would.
Yeah.
The Belchers and Bob's Burgers. If you said Simpsons, maybe. They're a pretty fun family.
Yeah, they're not the most popular. I mean, that Bob's Burgers is a good show, but you know it and I know it, but I think a lot of people don't know that show.
I feel like I've seen a lot of people really into it.
I got it. The McMahon family. Vince McMahon, Shane O'Mac, and Stephanie.
In a way, I wouldn't think that would be crazy. I wouldn't think that would be crazy.
It's a TV show.
Yeah, unfortunately, no, that was not on the list.
They're characters on the show.
Yeah. I will tell you that one member of this family had a super popular show recently. She was featured in her own show, but she is part of a big family.
Oh, the Addams Family.
There we go.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is the Addams Family from Wednesday. But that's an important distinction because there have been different versions of the Addams Family, different actors playing them.
Yeah.
And they said here, people really love the Addams Family from Wednesday.
Well, and that's the part that I wouldn't even think of the Addams Family because I don't remember it. I mean, I know Wednesday was a TV show, but I think of it as a movie because of the early 90s. And to me, I don't remember the old 50s show or whatever.
You know what's funny, though? Because I just now saw I'm looking at this list now, and the other Addams Family is on this list.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's number 5, the Addams Family from the old TV show.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So
which is my Addams Family.
Yeah.
Like people have their own version of Bond or their own version of Doctor Who. My Addams Family is that 60s show. Your Addams Family, you remember, Danny, is the movie.
Yeah.
See, I like the TV show. I don't remember much of the movie. I remember watching it, but as a kid, syndication, the Addams Family was on all the time.
Well, what about the Munsters then?
Munsters didn't make it.
From the Munsters.
Yeah, and look, this is an iconic family that's lasted forever. I will give you a clue. The poor bastard kid's got no residuals.
Oh, the Brady Bunch.
There you go. Yeah.
Of course. They should be number 1.
They're number 3 now. Simpsons and Wednesday wrecked them. So that Wednesday show wrecked the Brady Bunch.
No, that makes sense. I mean, I'm thinking of it as a Gen Xer kind of guy that grew up with the Brady Bunch. But I don't know if anyone's watching the Brady Bunch now. Yeah. Is it even? I'm sure it's on some network.
I just feel
like
they're
Tubi or something like that.
They're too picture perfect. Like it was hard for me as I got older watching it. I hated them because I'm like, no one is that perfect. It just bugged me.
You know what's so funny is that it's
not that perfect. They got divorced and had to get married again.
I know, but they're also happy, and they would be singing in a family band.
I know. That's true,
I
Vicky.
hated it.
Hold on, Steve. I think they were both widower. I don't know if there was any divorce going on.
You're right. Never mind.
I think it was
my bad.
Oh, come on, man.
No, you're right.
It was a real tragic story of a man named Brady.
Man, being an architect, though, he got paid pretty good.
Yeah, dude. I mean, being an architect, you're right. He had enough room, but
He could raise 6 kids, has a wife, and then also a live-in. Like I think she lived in.
Yeah,
there,
Alice did live in. She was a live-in maid.
It's a pretty good coin.
But it's
a sweet station wagon.
Yeah, and they had the nice doghouse for what was it? Fido, Spot, Jimmy,
Tiger.
That's it, Tiger. Thank you.
But then rest in peace. He passed, and then they brought in cousin Oliver,
and he had a great doghouse too. They let him stay out there the same way.
Wow, they replaced the dog with a human. I thought that was pretty awesome.
Yeah. The Barone family from Everybody Loves Raymond. I get they came in at number 6.
I wasn't that big of an Everybody Loves Raymond guy.
The Taylor family from Home Improvement.
Oh, that makes sense.
Number 7. Oh yeah. And
what about the Family Matters family?
Oh,
Family Matters. Oh,
yeah, they didn't make the top 10.
Winslows.
The Winslows.
Yeah, we're forgetting another iconic family.
Well, if we're going to go Family Matters, how about the Tanner family from Full House?
Number 8 on the list, Danny.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
And of course, you can't forget the Banks.
Who the hell are the
Fresh Prince of
Banks?
Bel-Air.
Oh,
yeah. I skipped over number 9 because I don't think any of us watched Parenthood. Did we?
Parenthood?
I don't know anything about Parenthood.
Yeah, the Braverman family from Parenthood.
That's what I have to say.
That was a TV show? Yeah. Okay.
What channel was it on?
I'm not sure. It's on Hulu now. It came out in 2010, had 6 seasons. I think I've seen clips of this.
Okay.
And some people were it was really
it was
Lauren Graham from Gilmore Girls was in it.
Oh, that's right. I do slightly remember this show, but I never watched it.
Don't forget the other Tanner family from the best show of all time, according to one texter, and I have to agree, Alf.
There were 2 Tanner families?
Yeah, I guess so. I forgot their family was Tanner.
Wow, that is so funny that I wonder if they thought of that with Full House, because Alf came before Full House, didn't he?
Yeah.
Do you think that's so bizarre that they have the same name, the Tanner
I think it might have been
family.
just a happy accident.
All right, fair
Or
enough.
a happy coincidence.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. Hey, you got something to say? I got something to say. They're wild, rabid, and on the loose. This is Listeners on the Loose.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-803-ROCK. That's the number to call. That's also the number to text. 206-803-ROCK. Do remember, Steve has a rule.
It's a simple rule, BJ. Show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we're going to have to gong you. And then say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-803-ROCK. Let's go to Riley, listening on the Odyssey app in Albuquerque. Riley, you are on the Rock. Hello, Riley.
Riley.
Well,
Oh, sorry. There you go.
No.
Morning, everybody. So I caught the kind of the tail end earlier of you guys talking about Anna's TikTok, what not to do in interviews or what to do and all that kind of thing.
Well, she basically said the top 5 things you should lie about during an interview, which is basically whenever they ask you a question about yourself, lie.
Yeah.
Just lie, basically, is what it came down to.
Yeah, and I mean, while I don't really agree with that tactic, I did used to be a general manager for this pizza place in Eastern Washington over there for several years, and I mean, I've seen all of the answers that you shouldn't give in an interview, all the things you don't do and everything. But one guy in particular really stood out, and I never forgot him because he showed up to his interview in a full suit and tie, which was already kind of weird because it's just a pizza place. Like, you get to interview in a jeans and a button up and whatever, you'll get the job. And he's just drenched in sweat, just dripping. And it's like, all right, maybe it's a hot day, whatever. Maybe he walked here. I'm kind of just giving him the benefit of the doubt. And I'm talking to him, and I asked him, where do you want to be in 5 years? And he said, well, I want your job. And I was like, well, that's a good answer. I've always liked that answer. It shows you're ambitious, you know? And he said, no, like, I'm applying for your job now. And I said, well, the job's taken by me. And he kept going on. He kept going on saying that he's management material. He's nothing less. He is management material. And I told him, this interview's over. The job's been taken. Sorry. And he got mad and he left. and he got on a child-sized pink bicycle and rode off.
There we go.
Dude, you should have quit and given him your job because he seriously deserved it.
He was the right guy for the job, Riley. That was a big mistake on your part.
All right, Riley. So you worked in the pizza industry. I got to ask you then, and this has nothing to do with Dion's Pizza for a change.
Oh wait, really?
Look at that.
When it comes to if you had to say what is the GOAT style of pizza, would he go with the big New York slices, the Chicago, the Detroit? Like, what is, in your opinion, the GOAT pizza?
I've always liked the big New York slices, and there's a place down here called Aldo's that does it that way. They do the huge 24-inch style pizzas, and they're good.
You got to fold it in half, and there's grease dripping off of it. To me, that's top tier pizza.
I don't know if it's still open, Riley, but if you get a chance, try Giovanni's too. You'll love Giovanni's in Albuquerque.
Got it. We'll have to do that.
Yeah.
There you
know,
go.
a strong number 2, though, I would give is the Detroit style. I really love Detroit style pizza.
I still haven't tried Detroit style. And
it's so good.
There's a place in West Seattle. We've talked about it. It's called Moto Pizza. And they are sold out for months on end.
Yeah.
And I keep trying to get reservations to try this pizza because everyone says the crust is like clouds and it tastes amazing. And
it's almost like a Sicilian style pizza, but they do it differently because of how the sauce and the cheese are put into it, and it's caramelized. And
I don't think I've ever had this myself.
I think Dino's in Cap Hill is Detroit style.
Nice.
If I could be wrong, but it's very close to it if it's not.
All right, well, that's just another place we have to go to.
Yeah.
I mean, these are tough. These are tough things. Twisting people's arms to go eat pizza, BJ.
But Danny says we can't get to that joint. That's the one that you're.
There's got to be
about.
other Detroit style pizzas you can get.
Well, they even do Detroit style. I think at some of the chains these days.
They do.
Yeah.
So
far.
So it's at Tacoma Pies down on 6th Avenue. It's just as good Detroit style.
Okay, that's what I want to know. But look, that's down in Tacoma.
Yep.
But nothing further north.
I don't know. So it's at Little Caesars. Their deep dish is considered Detroit style.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, because Little Caesars is based in Detroit.
I've had Little Caesars before, but I don't think it's like what people would consider like I don't know. I mean, I feel like I haven't had whatever homemade Detroit whatever. I don't know. I don't want to insult anybody, but I feel like I'm not sure Little Caesars is the best representation.
It's not going to be like it's a chain.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be a chain. It's probably be pretty good, though.
I mean, Little Caesars is good pizza.
Well, I've had Little Caesars before.
But
it's
what you're
good,
saying.
but I don't know if that's really, like if somebody might go, well, yeah, if you haven't had deep dish till you went to whatever in Chicago.
And someone want to know what was the name of that place again? That's the reservations. Moto. Is
it MOTO?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right then.
It looks like there is another place here in Seattle called Breezy Town Pizza, and a lot of the reviews say it's a mix of Detroit style with Chicago style. Here in Seattle,
I guess Breezy Town made me think Chicago. All right.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that does look good.
Really? So they're mixing them together. I don't know what I feel about the mixture now. I mean, I kind of wanted to try Detroit
crossing
first.
the streams.
I mean, I don't mind crossing the streams, but I want to go to the first stream before I have both streams.
Did we talk about they have a clam chowder pizza?
A clam chowder pizza?
I don't know how I feel
cheese
about
blend, clams, smoked bacon, sweet onions, garlic.
Is this Moto?
Yeah.
I mean, look, I'll try anything.
Oh, okay.
I'll try anything that's pizza for the most part. All right. Well, where are you now? What are you at, Steve?
I'm at Dino's Pizza.
Where the hell
Dino's
is that?
That's in Capitol Hill.
Oh,
Dino's
Dino's
Pizza's on a whole other level. That's the best pizza I've ever had in Seattle.
Is it considered Detroit style?
Yeah, I don't think so. It's more of like a Sicilian style pizza, but it reminded me of the Detroit style just because they use these old pans, and that's kind of like the charm of Detroit styles that the old pans that are just had years of cheese crusted on it.
I think I've been to Dino's. It is a good joint.
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah, because it looks very familiar now that I'm seeing pictures.
Yeah.
Dino's is good.
Yeah, and their website, I believe, is still an Angel Fire website, which I respect.
Dude, you're
I'm
right.
not kidding. Look at this
look
thing.
at that. That is totally Angel
This
Fire.
isn't old. It
Wow.
even tells you you're a visitor X since.
Oh,
I learned how to make those freshman year in high school 15 plus years ago.
This website is
so
best
cool.
viewed with Netscape.
Oh, God. This is an old school.
Download version 4 by clicking here. I don't even think. I think if I click there, they're like, "Dude, what's wrong with you? We don't exist anymore."
Wow, Netscape. That was, before Windows came in and kicked their butts, they were the browser.
Everything about this website is amazing. Even their little map that they have, we're located here. It says it's at 1524 East Olive Way in Seattle. Nice.
What?
All right.
Also, the bio says, "Hi, I grew up down the valley off Exit 9. So me and my partner, Sonny, we had the 69 Chevy with a 396 we built straight out of scratch. We'd go racing out of the trestles out on the edge of town. After racing, that's when I found pizza."
Nice.
Nice. I don't know why he sounds like that when I'm reading this, but that's how I feel like he would talk.
That's Dino. Come on. Hey, how you doing?
We also have a really good bar menu. Ladies, real drinks. We hope you have a lot of them.
This place is hysterical. All right, Dino.
Our menu's actually good. We'll serve you drinks too along with it. A lot of food that you would want.
Feel like they want us to
Nice.
get drinks. Well, the ladies, they want to get the drinks. I'll just take I'll take the pizza. Thank you, Dino.
This is amazing. This is the greatest bio menu website I've ever seen.
Dino's Tomato Pie.
Yes.
All right, well, congratulations.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Order now live on the internet if you want to.
Okay. So far, though, we've only got a couple of Detroit-style pizza places that we know outside of Little Caesars.
Yes.
All right.
Nice.
Because I would go for it. I want to try Detroit-style pizza, somebody that claims that's what they do.
Someone's like, what do you guys think about old school pizza? I wish it was closer than Olympia. Right. That's one of the best pizza places ever.
Yeah, still have yet to get it.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I've never had the time, the opportunity to do it. I feel badly about it.
So we should have pizza tomorrow.
I have no problem with that.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'd be willing to maybe even foot some of the bill.
Oh, sweet.
I don't know how we can get it this early in the morning. Thanks, Dino. Dino says he's going to help out.
Dino's joined the morning show. Nice.
Right. Hey, somebody call Dino. Maybe he'll fire up the ovens or whatever.
I can just picture him going, that's too early in the morning. What's wrong with you guys?
Yeah. Come
Hang
on,
up on the
Dino.
phone. Nice.
What if we get some drinks for Vicky? Because you want to get all the ladies the drinks. Yeah. All right.
So it says, wait, you have to reserve for takeout? Yes.
Yep.
That Moto Pizza place is ridiculous.
It is insane.
Yeah.
It's very, very insane. All right. Well, Danny, make sure you save a piece for us from Moto.
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking.
Maybe.
Yeah. I'll be all right. Then I ain't gonna buy.
Well, if we're getting on a Friday, next thing you know, it's Monday. The pizza won't be as good.
That's right. Mother of pearl. All right.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove, fix 5. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Dealing with an accident and injury claim can be overwhelming. Let Phillips Law Firm fight for you. We understand the pain and suffering, and we're here to guide you through. Call 1-800-JUSTICE today for a free case review, or visit justiceforyou.com and let Phillips Law Firm help you on the road to recovery.
Lovers, your local lingerie and adult store has gifts of pleasure for partners who know it's nice to be naughty. Turn up the heat this holiday when you shop at any Lovers store. Let our knowledgeable team help you select the best pleasure presents and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love 20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until December 31st. Some exclusions apply.
The O'Reilly Auto Parts Holiday Gift Guide is here. If you're struggling with gift ideas, we have several options for gifts under $20, like a digital tire gauge, screwdriver sets, LED work lights, and more. Our professional parts people will help you pick out the perfect gift for that hard-to-buy-for person. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts or shop O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Listeners on the loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-803-ROCK. Let's go to Joe in Everett. Joe, you're on The Rock.
Hola.
Hola, Joe, hola. Don't forget the Men's Room Afternoons right here on The Rock. What you got, buddy?
Hey, so you guys were talking about like OfferUp and eBay. I'm a pretty avid user of OfferUp for the last 5 years, 6 years.
All right.
So I was on the market. I'm looking for an RC boat, radio controlled boat.
Okay.
At the RC store, it's about $400 retail, and I found one on OfferUp for half the price.
Nice.
Description says, brand new, hasn't seen the water, blah blah blah. So I messaged the guy, and I'm like, hey, I want to buy your boat. And he's like, okay, I'm in Redmond, and I'm in Covington. So it's quite a jaunt for me to get to Redmond. So I'm like, okay, I'll pick it up in the morning. So I texted before I leave, hey, I'm on my way. He's like, cool. So I get there in the condominiums, and I'm sitting there, and I get there, and I text him back saying, hey, I'm here. And he's like, okay, I'll be down in a few minutes. I got to put my dog out. So about 20 minutes later, I'm like, what's going on?
Wow.
So I text him back again. I'm like, hey, where are you at? I'm here. And he's like, oh, I'm still dealing with my dog. I sat there for an hour, and I got one response back, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm done. Even if he came down with the boat, I wouldn't have bought it, and I would have punched him in the throat. But I wasted 3 hours of my life.
Damn, that's why they...
Oh, more importantly, what kind of bowel movement was this dog going with that took an hour?
Yeah,
And the thing is, with OfferUp, you get so many flaky people.
Yeah.
Do ya?
Yeah.
I mean, even with Marketplace on Facebook,
Yeah.
it's just people are just weird.
Yeah, they are. That's
That-
why I
dude.
don't want to deal with them.
There are so many times where I just want to respond to someone like, stop making this weird. And it's with anything. But then sometimes with our texters, like, what are you doing? Come on. Like, you're making this weird. Like, knock it off.
It's funny how there's certain, like a weird psychology to dealing with people, because if you try to put something out for free, you'll get a lot more flaky people. They're like, hey, whatever, it's free.
Yeah.
But if you're like, I want to give this away, I don't care about it, you put like $5, then you'll have more serious inquiries.
I can see that.
Which I think is insane. Like, I'm giving this away, and people can't stop by and pick it up.
Isn't that crazy?
Right, but I'm like, $5.
That's why it's going to take a lot for me to get involved in the whole picking up thing. Like we did it with the crib through OfferUp, and it would only be like those big things that I feel like at least we'll get $100 or more for, because like for a few bucks here and a few bucks there. Like my wife does, like, was it Mercari or
Mercari?
And she loves that. Like. Which I think it's interesting. Like she'll put a lot of the baby clothes on there, and somebody will buy it, and it's like, oh, that's kind of cool. But at least you're shipping it; you don't have to worry about anything.
Which, I mean, you can do all the shipping through it. Like it automatically adds it. Which, because I've sold a lot of
shipping,
stuff.
and then you just have to print the label. And
and you can choose.
nice.
I will give you free shipping, where I'll cover the cost of shipping, or you can cover the cost of shipping. And now they do a local thing, so it's kind of like OfferUp too. Now, if you wanted.
Yeah, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, right.
No, I don't do that.
I'd rather just ship things.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I would rather save my money and pay.
Well, yeah, like I said, like he just wasted 3 hours of his day and left empty-handed. Like that would be so infuriating.
206-803-ROCK. That's the number to call. That's the number to text. Hey, look, it's one of the Skywalkers. It's Skywalker in Linwood. You're on the Rock.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Not too bad. All right, Skywalker. Nickname, I gather?
Well, actually, the men's room gave it to me.
Oh, nice.
They saw something on TV that I was on, and the men's room said, "Hey, we're just going to call you Skywalker from now on."
Were you packing a large lightsaber or something? Like,
it's actually a long story that goes back about 7 years ago. It's all about a baby in a dumpster, but we'll just leave it at that.
But how the hell do they call you a Skywalker? Oh, because maybe Luke was left with the... All right, maybe that's why. All right.
BJ, he said it was a long story.
Well, how long could a story be? Are you related to the Star Wars movie? I mean, how does a baby in a dumpster got to do with Luke and his sword? I just,
because I was on the news and we were talking about this incident, and so they looked it up on the news and they thought I looked like Luke Skywalker.
Oh,
so
you don't even have to say that. You just have to say you look like Luke Skywalker. It has nothing to do with the story.
Then it sounds like I'm saying I look like Luke Skywalker, and I don't think I look like Luke Skywalker.
I'd like to apologize.
I would like to.
You do not deserve this kind of hostility from BJ.
When you call BJ's show, can you just use your real name?
Was that before or after the shot of the day? Because, I mean, really, this story could have been very quick.
It was actually. It was under 30 seconds.
That's because I sussed it out.
So maybe
I
you
don't
should
even
be
know
the phone
about a baby in
screener.
a dumpster to know that you look like friggin' Mark Hamill. That has nothing to do with a baby in a dumpster. Though right now, I'd like to put myself in a dumpster.
Well, how about we put you in the phone screening booth and you handle all the calls, and then you can flesh all these things out.
Oh, please!
We'll never get any calls.
It's more, you'd never get anybody on the air.
And if we had Yelp, we'd have bad Yelp reviews.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well,
Skywalker. First of all, our apologies, and secondly, why are you calling?
Yeah. What do you want? What do you want?
Okay,
from
so
us?
about the buying things from other people on OfferUp, things like that. And you're talking about people come to your house and why did you give your address? I've found the safest place to meet anybody. Meet them inside a bank. There's plenty of them around. You
Inside
can meet
of a
someone in
bank?
the middle. You can meet inside of a bank. And if they ask, why do you want to meet inside the bank? Say, because I'm going to put the money directly into my account. If they balk on meeting at the bank, there's something going on because
oh, nice.
Well, I mean, I've seen it on the news where someone got robbed because they were trying to sell $80 cell phone. Well, no one's going to rob you inside a bank.
You know what's funny,
And
though?
I like that. You're right. That's a
Scott,
good place.
If you did say it, which I understand your rationale and there's nothing weird about it, but if you said, hey, I'm going to buy whatever, okay, I'll meet you inside of a bank, I'd probably be like, that sounds weird. I don't know if I want to meet somebody inside of a bank. Even though I'm no ill intentions, it just feels weird that that's where we're going.
Where would you like to go? Starbucks, a strip club? Where would you like to go?
Yes, outside of Fox's, pole position.
That, to me, pole position is the place to make all your transactions. Yeah,
I feel like there's been a few transactions probably made there, so I don't think they'll be upset.
There you go.
You know.
Yeah, I know my wife was told to meet behind a bank in order to make the transactions when she was going to buy.
Learned that was a bad idea.
Yeah, with the Vietnamese currency that she was going to buy.
But OfferUp offers they have a website that they send you. It's like a safe places to meet website.
Oh, really?
And so and then you type in what your zip code is in, and then it'll tell you. But the problem is I did that after I gave the address, so it really meant no. I was just curious. And the closest one though was Federal Way, and I'm like, I'm not driving all the way to Federal Way to do this. I'd rather come to my house and risk me getting shanked.
Wait a second, this is wild. It's
mostly outside of a police station or
You don't have a police station in Puyallup
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, why did OfferUp go to Fetty Way?
I don't know.
How about you? Oh man, they have a little sticker on the police station going OfferUp safe place.
I guess I wouldn't be surprised.
Wow, what is wrong with us?
See, I would just have assumed a parking lot.
Yeah,
outside of in a mall.
Oh, parking lots are sketch though, man.
In the middle of the day in a mall?
Oh, I don't trust the middle of the day anymore. Middle of the day now, nobody cares. They used to care. It used to be all nefarious activity happen at night. Mm-hmm. Now people are more brazen. They don't care. They don't care if you got cameras. They don't care about anything. Porch pirates everywhere. They don't care. You can see their face. They don't care.
I don't think I've ever had a bad experience in a parking lot.
Oh, you know what, buddy? Come to my parking lot.
You know what? The way you say that? No. I'd rather meet you inside of a bank.
All right. We'll see if we can make that happen.
Yeah.
Then I can make a deposit.
Again. Maybe I just won't see you at all.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
Let's go to Aaron in Auburn, 206-803-ROCK. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. Aaron, what you got, buddy?
Good morning, sunshine.
Good morning, Moonbeam.
There you go. Hey, I just threw up on my mouth with your little comment about making a deposit. Thank you for that.
You and me both.
Hey, listen, buddy. Until you come to my bank, don't judge.
Hey, how many of you guys seen the movie Idiocracy?
Yes. Oh, it's a great movie.
Of course.
Okay. Have you seen the movie Don't Look Up with Leonardo DiCaprio and Meryl Streep and whoever else?
Yes, it was on
Jonah
Netflix?
Hill in that?
Netflix, yes.
Yeah. Was Jonah Hill in that?
I think he was, yeah.
I can't remember, to be honest. But yeah, Leo was in it. And all those people you mentioned. Yeah. Don't Look Up. It's a longer version of Idiocy, but it's so good.
Okay, so how hard is it to think that Hollywood makes movies that depict real life, right? They did the train derailment in Ohio. They actually made that movie 2 years ago. They made a movie about Outbreak and Contagion. That stuff actually happens.
Oh.
How hard is it to think that our society is heading towards that movie, Don't Look Up, where people are just unbelievably wrapped into what they see on their phones?
Well, here's the thing.
What they're being told.
I watched that. I'm like, wow, it seems like some of this, you're like, oh, boy, some people already like that. Yeah.
Yeah, Aaron, I would say this.
Yes, right?
I think it's when you're in your own echo chamber, which is also, I think, a subtext of that movie where you just refuse to believe anything because you're only going to believe what the people around you who think like you, do like you. That's all you're going to believe in life. And that's the scary part of what I think that movie is saying, too, is that you got to get out of your echo chamber. You have got to listen to other opinions, even if you got to hang out with people that don't think like you and still be okay with them, even though they don't think like you. That way you will, you won't end up like Idiocracy or Don't Look Up. So I think it's a cautionary. That's why I love movies like that. I think it's a fantastic movie. Maybe people can learn, perhaps maybe I shouldn't be, thinking the way I think sometimes. Especially.
Do you think that they would tell us if something was going to crash into Earth in 2 years?
Oh boy, you said that
was the. That was kind of the point of it. Is Hollywood, for some odd reason, they seem to have this playbook of what's happening.
Let me ask you that. I see what you're saying. So you're going down the conspiracy theory road.
Yeah.
You see now
not really conspiracy theory, just more of what are the chances?
You're literally theorizing about a conspiracy about Hollywood. That is what a conspiracy theory is.
There it is.
That was the button.
There you go. That's what I'm looking for. There it is.
Have you seen Monster Factory, the docuseries about wrestling on Apple Prime? Can you recommend it to BJ for me? Because he won't take my recommendations.
Yeah, don't do it. Aaron, are you afraid that is true? Because I have one bit of advice for everybody who's afraid about big government and Hollywood experience. Okay, good. Because
I'm not afraid.
But you called us and said, "Hey, what do you think?"
Are you wearing a hat made out of tinfoil?
Yeah, I am.
I am too.
I just took it off.
Yeah, there we go. I will say this.
Oh, because the phone. I understand.
I always say this to my friends that, and this is why I don't worry about conspiracy theories. If indeed an organization is big enough to pull off a hoax where they basically trick the entire country, there is no way you are going to be able to stop that. Like some of my friends will go, you know what? I'm going to buy myself some extra weapons. They won't get me. I go, dude, you're talking about the entire country that has the military at their command. If they're that nefarious that they're keeping the truth from you and releasing whatever and doing whatever, do you think whatever little pocket gun collection you have is going to stop drones from coming to your house and just bombing you if the government is that evil?
I've got a BB gun, man. I'm ready to rock.
And my tin hat.
Yeah, and the tin
foil hat. Sorry.
Yeah, so that's why at this point, if my government's like that, hey, you know what? Give me a beverage. Take me out when it's time, because I can't stop something that big. Why worry about that?
That'd be funny if it all spawned from like a conversation over dinner where a couple guys, like big leaders, were just like, man, you really back in the day people fell for the War of the Worlds, that radio bit. And like, no one would ever fall for that now. I'm like, hold my beer.
Yeah.
And see what happens.
It's so true. And look, yes, there are things that the government doesn't tell us because they feel like it's the right thing to do. I'd like to believe they're not nefarious, but really just want to keep us safe. And I feel like there are good people that are still out there trying to do the right thing. I don't think there's anybody twirling their mustache going, you know what?
If I had a mustache, I would be.
You believe Skynet's a real thing. So,
are we not watching it happen in front of us?
See, again.
Artificial intelligence.
But it's not a conspiracy theory, is it?
No, this is a life theory.
Right. Okay, fair enough.
We're watching everyone's losing their jobs to robots, man.
That's what I'm going to say.
That even brought up in our big meeting yesterday. Artificial intelligence.
That was so exciting. That was the greatest question ever.
It was a legit question.
I love the fact that somehow you put the right guy up to ask it so nobody looked bad except that guy.
He didn't look bad at all.
No. Oh, no, not to the heroes of the room, but to Skynet. Skynet's got their eye on him.
Oh, he's the first target now.
He's the first target.
Yeah.
I got news for you. At any minute, he's going to be replaced by a complete AI machine. He's not going to be the guy we know. You watch.
There's a very good chance he already is.
Yeah, I had thought about that.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's another question from a listener. I have a mountain of credit card bills and consumer debt. Can I still keep my house if I file bankruptcy?
Yes, you almost always can keep your home and your house, your car in a bankruptcy. Depending on what type of bankruptcy you file, would depend on whether or not, for example, you can keep your vehicles if you have payments on them still. You can almost always keep your home if you're current on the payments on your home, even in full bankruptcy. In Chapter 13, you can also keep those items. If you're behind on your house, you could catch your house payments up in a Chapter 13, take off a second mortgage in a Chapter 13. So keeping your primary assets like a home and car is almost always possible in bankruptcy.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. And thanks for listening.
I'm Snoop Dogg, and I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. I'm done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all funky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove, fix 5. They took out the smoke. Now you can have a nice blaze without any clouds ruining your day. Go smokeless. Go to solostove.com. Tell them Big Snoop Dogg sent you.
Have you been in an accident that wasn't your fault? Feeling overwhelmed and unsure what to do next? Look no further. The personal injury attorneys at Phillips Law Firm are here to help. Phillips Law Firm understands that accidents can turn your life upside down. That's why they're dedicated to fighting for the compensation you deserve and to making the process as stress-free as possible. Don't wait any longer. Call now, 1-800-JUSTICE, or visit justiceforyou.com.
Lovers, your local lingerie and adult store has gifts of pleasure for partners who know it's nice to be naughty. Turn up the heat this holiday when you shop at any Lovers store. Let our knowledgeable team help you select the best pleasure presents and save 20% on your purchase with Lovers Afterglow rewards. Just mention Love 20 at one of our 18 Western Washington locations. Offer valid with free Lovers Afterglow rewards membership until December 31st. Some exclusions apply.
Ah, the satisfying sounds of more sales in your business. And from the sound of it, your business is growing. But you shouldn't have to pay more to scale your business. With Stamps.com, you can import orders from wherever you sell online, find the lowest rates with the fastest delivery times, and instantly deliver tracking updates to your customers and stock up on supplies. Get started at Stamps.com today with code PROGRAM for a 4-week trial, free postage, and a digital scale.